All right, dude. Let's pick Mage. I think this will be interesting.
So yeah, especially when it comes to drafting, I think it's my weakest because I'm able to before the card score shows up or anything from a tier list, I'm
Hmm.
usually able to pick the better card. I think I would take the Ice Walker here, but we could try going down the Bookworm route.
Well, so let's just talk basic sort of expectations, right? Because if you pick something like a bookworm, you're saying I expect sort of more dragons. So what are your expectations for either elementals or bookworm or dragons? You know.
Well, I'd be looking at the Ice Walker, not even at. Oh shit! I didn't even realize that it was an elemental. That's what makes me want it more. Just I've been playing uh a little more defensively with Mage. I'm not sure. Just the freeze is good, and if a Bookworm fails, it's just really spectacularly bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd go for the Ice Walker as well, and this is where I might be wrong with it because I don't really have a
The
clear.
algorithm is Bookworm.
Yeah, and this is where I would. I mean, it's not off by like so much, but I
Yeah.
think I would go with the Ice Walker. I found it quite useful. Just the ping freeze ability, and I typically don't try to go for the upside of the bookworm. So yeah, I think I'd just go with the Ice Walker, and then you have some elemental synergies as well, potentially. Yeah.
Hmm. Easy Squirming Tentacle. Unless we want to really push on the elemental stuff.
Yeah, it's So here's the thing I found with Mage recently, right? The thing with Mage I found is like it's pretty easy to draft small stuff now, and it's actually kind of hard to get good size either minions or like just sort of get the sort of control or big mage because that's a thing, right? I still don't even know what like big priest and big druid are, but I'm using big now. Um,
Ysera's and Lich Kings and
oh yeah, we're gonna get plenty of those in this draft. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I do think it is good to get like some good size index now. So I think I would go for the Stormwatcher, and it's
okay.
something I've sort of begun doing recently. Yeah, I think Squirming Tentacle just sort of like it doesn't exactly fit into a lot of mage decks anymore because the
Yeah, so for me, like, especially once Mage dropped out of Tier 1 with KFT, it was sort of like not playing Mage as much, so I'm out of practice with that as a feel as well.
okay, all right, yeah, I think Stormwatcher is probably the pick
All
here.
right.
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible to pick the other thing, but
I want the Banshee, but the Stonehill is good as well. Uh, hmm. So that's sort of like the Mage playstyle that I'm not entirely sure I should be aiming for, whether it's really that grindy, controlly Mage, or if, just a 4 mana 5/5 is good. I mean, it is good. It's just which is better.
yeah. So I think this is the way you want to think about it, right? Sort of overall playstyle for mage. Like, what do I want out of the mage deck that I'm going to draft, and also sort of expectations. Like, what do I get? Like, how do I win, and what do I get beat by? Right.
Right.
Keening Banshee is really freaking good, but I think I like Stonehill Defender because it helps in, I would say, like one more prong than Keening Banshee does because Stonehill Defender is so freaking good at anti-aggro, right? Because the 1/4 taunt is very applicable when you're talking when you're dealing with a hunter, and you get a further taunt as well. And
Right.
if you're talking about a control matchup, a lot of times you just need to play something and then use that to draw like a Lich King or draw a Bog Creeper, right? Or yeah, sometimes even just a Tar Creeper is good enough. So I think because the Stonehill Defender sort of helps us in those ways. Now, what it doesn't do is it doesn't put as much pressure as a Keen Banshee. And looking at this deck and looking at how mages operate these days, that's less likely of a scenario than you playing sort of either mid-range or playing a more control style, right? So for those reasons, I would go with the Stonehook Defender. Man, that was a really long explanation.
Hey, I'll take it.
Interesting pick here. What do you like?
So I've been playing a lot of Constructed, and that makes me want to take the Firefly. But I understand if we're trying to do this properly, I think it is the Acolyte, but you could easily persuade me.
I think it's probably the Firefly. I think we need it in order to curve out, combat aggro, because...
Yeah, so like I wasn't sure how important actually playing a 1-drop is if we're doing like quote-unquote big mage.
It's still really important, because if you do want to be big... And, you know, we're not exactly tied. Yeah, exactly. You know, we're not going all in on big mage. But I think Firefly just works out quite well, because if you drop a Firefly on 1, even if you don't have a 2-drop, Firefly and Ping is a valid turn to play, right? So it shores up your early game. It just gives you that little extra stuff that you can play, get onto the board, just be really annoying. It's just a really, really freaking good card. Yeah.
And 75% of our deck will be elementals.
Yes, that is good. Now we just need to capitalize on these elementals. Come on, man.
Like somebody said, this is the draft of taking the second best card every pick.
I know.
Chain Gang or Knife Juggler? I think it's Chain Gang.
Yeah.
It's just good stat. It's taunt.
Yeah, it's just good card. Take the good card.
So
right?
Take the second best card again.
Yeah, I know. What is up with this? Oh man. Yeah.
Destroying the tier list by myself.
Yeah, I would still take the Chain Gang.
Big time?
Yeah, I like the big time here. Second best card?
That is not a kooky... No, it thinks it's a kooky chemist.
Oh. Second best card? Oh, best card. What are we doing, man?
Easy Wasp.
Easy Wasp. Oh my gosh.
Easy Meteor?
Yeah. Ooh, gold, too. I like it.
Yeah, shiny. We have Meteor, but I kind of want the Volcanic Potion.
Yeah, I would take the Volcanic Potion. This isn't dual arenas anymore, in which it's like, you know, in this choice I'd be like, oh my gosh, easy Spiked Hog Rider, because you just have too much removals. Here, AoEs are not too common anymore. They're a little bit more common because you're a mage, but they're not like super common still. Yeah.
Sort of the same thing with the Keening Banshee pick, just, you know.
Yeah. Dude, we need things
we had
that...
a couple Servant of Kalimoses.
I know, I was gonna say, where are the cards that feed off of elementals? So what do you like here?
I know it's definitely not the Happy Ghoul.
Yes, that is true.
Again, if I'm picking the best first pick, it is second-rate Bruiser, and it's just whether or not I want to use our current deck to lean into Ice Walker. I think I would pick the Bruiser here.
Yeah, I think the Bruiser is just correct here. Yep.
I don't think our deck will ever get Geist off. We're not going to have that much of the board.
Yeah.
So it's Arcane or Cindergosa. I'd say considering we have the potion, I'd take the Cindergosa.
Yeah. I think your reasoning is sort of what I'm thinking as well, right? Yeah. Plus, it's just typically a better card. So.
And it's golden.
And it's gold. So good. Oh man.
Of an archer, or do you want a Worgen Greaser, or big mage Eldritch Horror?
Well, what do you think?
Let me think.
You know I'm always going to turn it towards you, man.
No, I know. It's better. So
Let me get this over here a little bit more. Yeah. All right. A little bit more space to operate. Okay.
So we have 1/4 drop and nothing bigger than a 7. And we have a ping, so the Elven Archer is worse than Mage, of course. Just because we're Mage, I'd probably step away from the Elven Archer.
Okay.
This is tough. This is a tough pick.
So I think your initial sort of eliminating of the Elven Archer is correct. Not only just because we're Mage, but you want to look at the deck. It's like
our deck is relatively light.
Yeah, it's very light, and you have a lot of things that do pretty similar things to Elven Archer, right? Like Firefly basically does what Elven Archer does. Breath of Sindragosa is a small sort of initiative, right? Volcanic Potion is more expensive, but it does something that you would want from, an Elven Archer. So you have a lot of those options. And now it seems like it's just between Working Greaser and the Horror.
And then it's sort of like, I don't, because I haven't played much Mage lately, I don't have an intuition of how large I'm trying to steer the Mage to be.
Right.
I think the Horror is slightly better than the Worgen Greaser, so it's really deck size dependent.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I had to take a pick right here, I'd probably take the Horror.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay.
You're not like happy about the pick, but I think it is
Sure.
the pick. I think you just have to do that.
Snap Arcanologist.
Yeah. I mean,
So now that we have an okay, Snap Frostbolt.
Yeah. And this is kind of what we were talking about before, right? Mages don't really have problems going small. The only thing they have issues with is getting the good size in order to win the lengthy control games.
This is still the Grizzly, right? You don't want a Bloodworm.
Let me see the deck. 3. Yeah, let's take the Grizzly. Yeah.
Because we only have 2 3-drops anyways.
Yeah,
The
plus
Bloodworm
it's,
is bad.
taunt, everything.
Third 2-drop or another Stormwatcher?
Give me your opinion.
I would take the Brewmaster.
Yeah, I
We
think
don't-
so.
Have Elemental Upside, and it's not that good a card.
Yeah, it's just not that great of a card. Man, this deck is...
Our third Stormwatcher.
Oh my gosh.
Hired Gun?
Yeah, hired gun. Well, this deck isn't looking so great so far.
So, because our deck is seeming pretty small now, is there any argument for the Arcane Intellect over a Snap Frostbolt?
Yeah, there definitely is. And because...
So, if I was drafting by myself, this is where I would not have the confidence to ever take the Arcane Intellect. I'm like, Frostbolt is a really good card. It is better. I have to take a Frostbolt. And I'm sure it's drafting decisions like that. I always draft too safe, I think. So I don't know when I have to lean.
Sure. So I think this is what you need to look at. Because you want to look at... And I think this is a good way to break it down. Like, if you're looking at Frostbolt, you're like, well, do I take the second Frostbolt? The sub-questions you should be asking is, number one, what does Frostbolt do, right? Let's break it down to what Frostbolt does for you in a deck. So Frostbolt is a small initiative. And when do you need small initiative? You want, like... trading 80 gold quests. Nice. You want initiative when... sort of, you need to remove something, right? Perhaps you're off the board. Perhaps you're getting rushed down. So you want to look and see, okay, well, do we have enough of that category of stuff?
Right.
So, by the way, I'm loving this conversation. And then you want to look at, all right, how fast can you get onto the board? Right now, you're on pace to curve out, right? You're definitely on pace to curve out with the number of 1-drops you have, which you shouldn't have that many, but you already have a Firefly. You have a decent number 2s, decent number 3s, so you do curve out. And now you want to see the initiative on top of your curve. So you have Breath of Sindragosa, you have a Frostbolt already, you have Volcanic Potion. So you kind of have enough. It's sort of like do you need the Frostbolt to fill this gap in your needs or your gameplay that you don't have right now? It's like, no, in fact, you have sort of more than what you should have at this point. But you want now look at what does Arcane Intellect do for you, right? And that is, give you more fuel in the mid/late game. And do you have that right now? You don't, right? So far, like Frostbolt will help you when you're getting, in the Hunter matchups when you're getting rushed down, or in that situation where you just need an initiative. But I think overall, if you just look at what these cards do, you have a lot of cards that fill the Frostbolt role. You have no cards that fill the Arcane Intellect role, and we still do want to win those games that reach turn 8, turn 10, turn 12. So Arcane Intellect, yeah.
All right. So it's decisions like that I know I'm not making that I can definitely improve on.
And I don't know. I could just be spouting a bunch of BS, and I could be wrong. Or you could. Yeah, Psychotron. Or you could ask like Shady, or you could ask Hafu or something, and they'd be like, "What? No, are you kidding me? Like that's so dumb." It's differences in playstyle.
Yeah, Banshee.
Oh yeah, Banshee, easy.
Banshee.
Yeah, we still need 4-drops Banshee. Oh, the double Banshee. They're loving these repeats, man. They're loving these repeats. Oh, also, I'm really glad we didn't take that dragon. Like, we have not got...
Oh, the bookworm?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a cool pick. I think we have 3 real 3s and a Stonehill. I think it's the Tidehunter.
I think Hildnir Frostrider is just a little bit too good.
Okay.
And, half the time it can be a 2 because, you just coin that thing out.
Right.
And on 2, do you have enough plays right now? You have an Archaeologist, you have the Brewmaster. The Ice Walker is fine. If you get the Firefly, that's a 2-drop as well. So you have enough so far. I think I would just take the Frost Rider. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keeps thinking that's a Kugi Chemist.
Because they look so alike, right?
Well, if we're playing Big Mage, it's obviously Ultrasaur.
Yeah, dude.
But it's not Ultrasaur.
Hey, it survives that new Shaman AoE that they're going to put into the game.
God. We don't have a date on that yet, do we?
No, we do not. We don't even know what, specifically they're using it for. We just know it's gonna be in the arena at some point in the future for some promotion or whatever.
Right.
That's it.
I'm surprised that you guys have Fallen Sun Cleric rated above the Socialite, because I would take the Socialite, I think.
I think Fallen Sun Cleric just it does so much in terms of it's
in the late game, right?
Not only in the late game, in the early game as well. And right now, it's not that hard to have something stick onto the board, because part of our calculation also takes into account, it's what's the likelihood that you will have something to buff? It's not just its effect, right? It's effect times probability of having something to buff.
Right.
And in this meta, it's not too hard to have something stick because of annoying things, for example, like Firefly, right? You put that out and it's do you get rid of it? Do you spend a lot of resources getting rid of a Firefly? Or so the chance of you hitting with the Fallen Sun Cleric is actually decent.
All right. I've not drafted... Oh, you just want the gold cards.
You got me, man. That's it.
Arcanosmith? There's an argument for the Greaser. They're rated the same. Taunt saves us against aggro. I don't like 3 health minions.
So, I'm not saying I disagree with you, but whenever we get to a pick like this, it is good to go through the draft, right? So I think here's what we should do every time you're presented with this situation. So let's look at how do you curve out so far? Because whenever you're thinking of potentially picking Working Greaser, the thought process goes, can I protect it, right?
Right.
And by can I protect it, a lot of times it means, do I curve out? It's not exactly the same question, but it's a good substitute. So let's look at our curve, right? We have one Firefly, we have a Breath of Syndragosa. If we have the coin and they play one, you could just Breath of Syndragosa as well. Right now, it's looking like possible, but a little bit iffy, right? Arcanosmith is so Working Greaser is good for putting on pressure, and I think we have like a okay shot of putting pressure, but that's not exactly what we'll do a lot. It can definitely change if we drop the Keening Banshees, but Working Greaser still isn't great for that. On the flip side, what does Arcanosmith do for us, right? Arcanosmith, number one, it can delay, and number two, it can protect high priority targets. So you can protect your Keening Banshees while they go face. That's a possibility.
Besides the Stormwatcher, what are our highest priority targets?
You don't have much, right? So it's one of those things where you look at it and it's like, well, I don't have like a questing adventurer, right? I don't have like a daring reporter, but at the same time, it's just like Arcanosmith allows us the ability to delay into our meteor turn. It also allows us to just be annoying and then dictate trades on our own. So I think it's fine. Like it's kind of close here. And once again, it's just one of those picks in which you have to pick it, but you're not that happy. Yeah. But yeah, I think we would go with the Arcanosmith.
Okay.
Welcome to the end.
So where's our secrets? Two. So when you're counting 2-drops, do you count the Fallen Sun Cleric? No way.
No, I mean it could be, right? It definitely could be. There's also percent chance that it becomes like a pretty good 2-drop, like if you drop a Firefly, and it's like half a 2-drop, right? Because if you put it down there, they're not a pink class. It could be okay. Even if they are pink class, sometimes you just need that tempo. Like you need to prevent them from doing stuff, so you drop it. So I would count it as like half a 2-drop.
And same with the Ice Walker. It's sort of like 3/4 of a 2-drop.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. How are we doing on 3s? We're pretty good on 3s. So I'd say it's, if I had to reject one of these cards, it's the Kirin Mage.
Yeah. I think that is a good assessment.
All right, good start. So again, like Hunter is tied for best class for me, so I'm all about that curve stone. So I take the Crawler, I think here.
It's
But again, it's just that lack of fundamental feeling for how value starved I am.
right. And here, the reason to pick Glocka Crawler would just be I want to support my ability to go aggressive, right? Because if you sort of go with the Stonehill Defender, you're saying I'm weakening my ability to go aggressive in order to shore up my defense against aggro and also shore up my sort of long-term game plan, right? It gives you another chance.
Lich King.
Yeah, exactly. Discovering Lich King, or discover just the Primordial Drake, right? Something like that. So before I tell you what I think, let's just talk about that for a second. What do you think now that we've sort of laid that out there? Like knowing sort of what direction each one of these cards takes us. How do you think about the deck, and where do you want to go with it?
At this point, I feel like we're not going to die from a lack of taunt. We have a lot of taunt up. So I think if we're playing against a control deck, the control deck will outvalue us even with the Stonehill. But if we take the Crawler, we'd be able to fight harder against the aggro decks, or to be able to maybe squeak out the curve before the control deck runs us out of resources.
Yeah, this is I present the question to you because I don't know if there is a good answer to it. Like this is I think this is like really tough pick. And I can see like a lot of people like a lot of streamers and a lot of very good players like making different decisions on this. So here it is one of those times where I agree, and it's I think just by the slightest of margins, I would take the Galaka Crawler so that we do have the option to push, you know, just sort of push the tempo a little bit, put a little bit of pressure, and we can fall back on our removals to remove their board and then keep on pushing face, right? Because we do have two Keening Banshees that we can play. We have some decent threes, and a lot of our small drops, for example, the Ice Walker, they're good if you have pressure on them. Not saying it's bad if you're behind on the board, but some of our small cards are even better when you have the board and you're able to sort of put pressure on them. Like Breath of Sindragosa is great if you have initiative, you're able to clear, or you know, you just freeze their Boulder Fist Ogre and start going face, right? So, yeah, I think I would pick the Glock Crawler by like, the slightest of margins here.
Right. Like I don't think there's a wrong pick. They're both
No.
viable.
Yeah.
Bone Mare.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, look at these 3 golden cards.
I know, it's so pretty.
Oh.
Oh, man. Okay.
So faceless.
Yeah, it's faceless.
Faceless a Stormwatcher or something, maybe.
Maybe.
Water Ellie. How are we
Yeah.
doing on 4s?
Yeah.
We have, yeah, it's Water Ellie.
Yeah, I think it's Water Alley. A little bit too good.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's not the Shattered Sun.
Good. Doing a very good job of eliminating one right away.
Frostbolt and Direwolf. The Direwolf works so well with stuff like Firefly, our 2/2/3s, our Ice Walker. And that'd be like the ultimate dedication to board Mage.
Yeah.
Frostbolt's Frostbolt.
It is. So in the end, what do you like here?
I like having 2 Frostbolts in a deck. I would take the Frostbolt here.
I think I would too. Yeah. No, the analysis is good, but it's just like, yeah, it's a Frostbolt. It's really good.
Last pick. Yeah. So, now that we have an Arcanologist in our deck, how much does that bump up the counterspell? Especially because, yeah, I think I would take the counterspell because we're really solid on 3s.
Yeah.
Counterspell can do good stuff.
It can, and especially if we are ahead, which is what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to get ahead. You play Counterspell when you're ahead, it just protects your board so much, you know? It locks out a lot of the things that they could do in order to come back. And if they can't play spells, they have to play minions. And other than Primordial Drake, there are not a lot of minions that like AoE and sort of just like totally mess up your board, right? So,
All right.
yeah, let's go with
All right,
the
chat.
Counterspell.
I'll gift 100 grass to if anyone predicts if the correct number of ultimate infestations we counterspell. 0 is not applicable. I always need at least one game to figure out how exactly it's gonna go. I feel like this could easily go 9 wins if we curve out,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure how well we'll curve out.
Yeah, kind of unsure about that as well.
I would keep the Ice Walker. Do I want to keep the Breath of Sindragosa? It's definitely toss this Chain Gang.
Yeah.
I'd consider tossing the Sindragosa to look for a 3-drop.
Yeah, I think so. I think we have to toss the Sindragosa and we have to toss the Chain Gang. I'm okay with the Ice Walker.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if you wanted a full toss. So is Deck Tracker working for you?
Yeah, it is. Thanks, man.
Awesome.
Oh man, this is exactly what we wanted. Oh, PogChamp.
But the Deck Tracker's not on stream.
Oh, it is not. Oh, shoot. Thank you. Good call. Good call. Good call.
So the Eldritch Horror is a something we want to play.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, you got the Merps mind games. I like it. This is someone who clear. Oh, and this is a jerk.
That's what the Frost. Oh, hello.
Oh, okay.
Just Ice Walker.
So let's run through.
Do we Frostbolt an Ice Walker?
I mean, we should walk through sort of your options here, right? Like, what does the Ice Walker do, and what does the Frostbolt do?
Well, we Frostbolt, then we're just plopping down the Wasp next turn.
Mm-hmm.
We Ice Walker. He'll probably ping our Ice Walker or drop a 2-drop. If he's dropping a 2-drop, we could always Frostbolt it. Or again, we drop down our Giant Wasp next turn.
Yeah.
And I want to save the Frostbolt for something bigger.
Yep, I like it. Yeah. It wasn't supposed to be like a trick question or anything.
Okay.
I just think the process is important, right? We should talk it out. And we don't have to do that for every turn. If it's like turn 7, we only have Bone Marrow in hand, I'm like, all right, Torjado, really talk me through this turn, okay? It's like, tell me why you want this Bone Marrow, you know?
Because tempo is good, Merps.
Thank you. Thank you. Very, very
Oh,
good.
hey. Huh. Instinct is just play the Wasp and go from there. If we Fallen Sun Cleric, it's I think I want a Wasp and go face.
Yeah, I mean, if you Wasp the issue is, are you using Wasp next turn? You're not using Wasp next turn, right?
Well, if he plays a 3-drop, I am.
Maybe. That thing sort of just kills whatever.
Okay, we're on rope.
Yeah, I would actually just Fallen Sun Cleric that thing and kill the Firefly. Because the way I see it is, the Wasp is terrible on this board, and what he can do is he could actually just triple hit all 3 of his guys into your guy, right? And then you're left with this scenario where just like you can't and then he plays, unless he plays like a really strong 3-drop, you're not trading your Wasp, and then in that case, like your Wasp just sits there, and he has just all the small stuff. Doesn't really do anything with it. Mm-hmm.
I would just Wasp.
So once again, if we Wasp...
Frostbolting accomplishes nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The counter spell, would you be... The only thing I could see against the Wasp would be just pinging the 1/1.
Right, that's your other option. So yes, it would. Your options are just pinging the 1/1 or playing the Wasp.
I would play the Wasp for sure. It just threatens literally anything he plays.
Yep, definitely. I think Wasp is...
Okay, that wasn't a trick question.
No. There are no... Well, I can't exactly promise that. But, that wasn't a trick question. That was just a something... Once again, we're going through the process. Yeah. I like that. It's like... oh, okay. All right. Oh, Primordial Glyph. The wonders of that.
He now
card.
has every Mage card.
Every Mage card confirmed.
Ping, counterspell, pass.
Yep. So our hand at the beginning has been pretty awkward. He has
What? You
one...
don't like opening with Eldritch Horror?
Oh, it's perfect. He's there for the moral support, which is really important here.
Huh. Okay. So the obvious play is drop the big time.
Mm-hmm.
The other option would be to Firefly, Frostbolt the 3/2, kill the 0/5, and like throw ping face.
That would be the other option. Yes.
I think Racketeer is better
Yeah.
than just pass.
Yep. I like it.
Left or right positioning?
Which do you think is better?
Like that.
Yep. Alright, so the counterspell being up gives us some safety, right?
Right.
It makes things just a little bit safer for us.
Mm-hmm.
You look very familiar.
Oh.
Aww.
Boo.
Huh. So, again, we could just drop the big guy, be a spend mana gamer.
I wonder.
I mean, we could just play the Stormwatcher, kill the 0/5. Again, you could always use the Wasp to kill the shield, use the 6/6 to kill the 2/6. Frostbolt, clear the whole board in case he's got a Bone Mare.
I wonder.
If he's got a bone mare, is it that bad?
No, because we have the Meteor, right?
Yeah.
So would you Stormwatcher?
I would Stormwatcher, yeah. And then just
Okay.
do the, the 2/2 into the,
Oh, you want to bump the 2/2 in?
Yeah, I would bump the 2/2 in. Yep. And then I
Kill
would,
the 2/6.
and I would kill the 2/6. Yeah. At this point, look, if he trades his Arcanosmith for our Wasp, whatever, that's fine.
Okay, because even before you said you would use the 2/2, I would have just ran in the...
The 6/6, like just
leave
the
up
6/6.
2/6.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay.
So after this, he, I don't know.
You should always coach this guy. He has a cool beard. Thanks.
Oh,
come
that
on.
seemed wrong. That seems so wrong. Oh,
It's okay. His name is Sleepy Gary. He's tired.
oh my God, that seems so wrong.
Uh,
That seems so wrong.
ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
Faceless manipulate the 4/8.
That seems pretty good.
Use the 4/8 to kill both taunts. 6 face, and we could even Frostbolt the 3/2.
Love it.
You love it?
Love it. Positioning never matters. Positioning never matters. This is the look. Addict is not here, but I need to provide a lot of the good advice. All right.
So we have a slight advantage.
This is good. This is good.
See, we didn't need to draft the second Stormwatcher.
Dude, we have a Dr. Little Friend here with his Stormwatcher bots. Oh, man. Okay. So the mage still has, okay.
Drop the horror, use the 4/8 to kill. Oh, wait, how much damage do we have? Not lethal.
Not
So
lethal.
drop the horror, use the Stormwatcher to kill it, rest phase.
Yep.
Drop a Fireflyer now.
Yeah, I would. It just lessens the impact that mind control tech has, right? I would. And also for Meteor, yeah, exactly. Nice. Yeah, it stops one of the meteors from being really good, right? And he needs like Meteor, Breath of Syndragosa, or something like that. But well, you know, it's
Engaging TC.
Hey! Oh.
okay. Still, hey, yeah, this is look, he did get a big minion, but this is something that we did talk about. It lessens the impact of MCT potentially.
Wow. Positioning never matters.
Never ever matters, man.
So we have 10 damage.
Yep.
Do you Meteor or Psychotron? I Meteor.
You Meteor. Yep.
Alright. Next Meteor. Coming up.
Yeah. I mean, look, you were so far ahead. MCT stealing an
Yep.
8-drop from you doesn't even, you know, stop anything, right?
Fireball? Oh my lord. Still got this.
Yeah, he's still dead.
But like, jeez.
I know. I know.
Okay, what's in the Stone Hill?
What's in the box? No!
Lich
Torjado, what'd you do? What'd you do? You know how I feel about this. We're never getting the Lich King again. Oh my gosh.
Just you wait.
We wasted that RNG, man. Ah.
You always gotta use your RNG.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked.
Keep a 2-drop against a hunter sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, this is exactly what we drafted the Glock Crawler for, right?
Thanks, buddy.
Eating his pirate. Let's eat his pirate. Oh, good hand.
Oh.
Good hand, good hand. Okay. Let's see.
Pass.
Pass.
So coin Frost Rider into Stonehill.
No, you're gonna play. Oh, okay. All right, fine. I was like, no, he's gonna play his Bloodsail Corsair and you. But,
Frost Rider.
Yeah, Frost Rider. Let's just dominate his 3-drop.
What 3-drop? He's gonna play Alley Cat and Ping.
No Alley Cat. Just the ping, okay?
Do you Stone here or Grizzly?
Grizzly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just
oh,
for pure tempo against a hunter.
yeah, I thought you already said Grizzly, so I should have let you figure this out. But why did you want the Stonehill Defender? Curious.
Well, against a hunter, you're what you're at risk is losing the board,
Mhm.
and while Grizzly is getting you more on the board, we're already on the board. So I want to sort of open the box so I know what we can play to play around it. It's just sort of uncertainty removal.
Right, but like you have the lead right now, right? And you can sort of, get more ahead, and I think that's pretty important in a matchup like this because part of the hunter matchup is like when you're ahead, like it's not easy to come back as a hunter.
Okay.
Like they have some tools for getting back, and they could certainly do some stuff, but it's not looking good for a hunter if they are just significantly behind.
Okay.
Especially with them being pressured in the face. Like then, if you can render their hero power useless, if you can just okay.
Banshee, ooh, Water Alley. But you run the 4/4 in. Bear always
well,
goes.
so you want to think out your entire turn, right? Let's think out the entire turn first, and then and then decide.
In terms of actually killing it, you'd either run the Frost Rider in, or run the Bear in, ping, and play the Gulaka. That's crap. So, I guess if you really want to go along the lines of continuing to push the Hunter,
What to do?
you would just go 7 face, drop the Banshee, and next turn you ping it and play the Stonehell.
Well, we don't exactly have to go that aggressive. So I would trade 4/4 into the 4/4.
Okay.
I would drop the Keening Banshee, and then I would go face with that. So, I like how you're thinking aggressive. You know, I can tell you're a Hunter player. But you know, with this deck, you know, we can just keep the pressure
Because I was
on.
just sort of trying to think turn 5.
Sure. Yeah.
On first thought, this is Water Ellie 8 face.
Okay.
We could ping and the Banshee to kill it in case he cheats out some minions.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little bit worried about, and also it's a beast, right? Their Houndmaster is a thing. We haven't exactly given him, you know, a lot of opportunities for beast synergy yet, but they're very possible there. So I think here you know, it's not always the same speed. So I think here, let's play the Stonehill Defender.
Okay.
Out of my jungle.
Senjin.
Yeah, I just picked the Senjin, and then I would ping and 5/5 into the thing, and then just go 3 face.
Alright.
Yeah, leaving that thing up, it's like something really high health that, and we don't have removals on the board, right? We're relying on our board purely, so that's fine.
Okay. We don't know what trap that is.
No.
My instinct is to run the 5/1 in and see what happens.
Whoa, so if it's a freezing,
I don't mind getting the Banshee. Well, oh, so you would like run in the Stonehill
yes. So let's,
and then run?
yes, let's do that. Okay.
Now run the Banshee in?
Yep.
Test for explosive, or would you not attack at all?
I
I
think-
would test.
Yes, I would test as well. For misdirection, this is also fine, right?
Okay. And now just drop the big time.
Yeah, just drop the big time now. Nice. Yeah, so in that scenario, because of the 1/4, like it's just a perfect test for freezing, right? Great test for freezing. We definitely just take that there. Oh. Okay.
Hello.
All right. Cool.
I kind of just want a Stormwatcher.
Basically, my question to you is, how does this change things? How does Deathstalk or Rexar change any potential game plan of ours?
Eventually he'll outvalue us. So, I mean, this guy always goes face.
Always
So
goes
he's
face.
on,
Yep.
what, 16 health now that I can not have to do any math. I mean, with the Stormwatcher, are we threatening lethal?
So here's what I would
No.
do. I would drop the Giant Wasp, and I would drop the Water Alley.
Okay.
Yep. And
See, I was thinking of wanting to play the Wasp more next turn, just because any minion he creates means he's only got 6 mana to spend on a minion. So this is not the most scary turn. Oh,
This beast will not be tamed.
I want to squeeze in the Syndragosa and keep pressuring face with the Stormwatcher.
so here's the thing about Stormwatcher, right? Like, one of the reasons I was asking you the question previously is like, what can he do with like the Build-A-Beast, right? There are stuff that he
The
can
worst
do.
would be Dispatch Kodo and Poison.
Yeah, exactly. There's poison minions. There's sort of taunt stuff as well.
To do.
Now, the big question is sort of like, what can you really do about it? Because he still has the build a beast, and he still has to hit with it, right? Your other options are just play the small stuff, but don't love it. It's not great. So I think here, you know, we're kind of just stuck with Stormwatcher and Breath of Sindragosa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes twice.
Lethal with Frostbolt only at the moment. Excuse me.
So he's looking for Dispatch Kodo and Snail.
Or Wasp.
True, true.
Say hello to my little
Supposed to pass. Lethal.
Do it.
Just gotta use the good RNG.
There you go. By all accounts, he was pretty... Like, even if we didn't draw the Frostbolt, we just hit him to the face, ping him, bring him down to 1, right? And then what can you really do about it? OP, man.
Yeah, just add that to the statistics, right?
You
I
asked
know.
for it. Oh, it is on.
Dingus Khan.
Good name.
Full toss.
Yeah.
I sent him a message, he didn't answer me.
Just these people, man. They don't want to make
Rude.
friends.
Job done.
I like the golden bone mare. It's nice.
Yeah, I've started, like, for the longest period of time, Galaka Pass.
Yeah.
You don't want to ping his face, get the damage count going. So for the longest time, I didn't care at all about gold cards, and so I stopped disenchanting. I actually don't craft any gold cards, so this is pure pack RNG. Stonehill?
Yep.
Out of
Yeah, I went on a crafting spree. That
Ooh.
was- Ooh, I know.
Prime Drake?
Yeah, we could wait a few seconds, you know. Okay, now you can pick the Primordial Drake.
Oh, the guy finally answered. He said, "Why are you so slow wasting people's time?"
So what's your response?
Oh, he unfriended me already.
Get wrecked.
Oh, I'm slow, guys. You gotta get your friendship meta down.
nice to meet you.
Too good.
Oh, that's great. Oh, he's not adding me.
Oh,
I lost a
come
friend.
on.
So, option 1 is bump in with the Stonehill. But if you do that, you would Brewmaster and ping. I would probably just drop the Arcanosmith and bump.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
On the left?
Positioning never matters.
Ah, that's a cop-out.
No. I mean here, if you want to think about, okay, so for this it would be meteor positioning, right? And yeah, this is like probably the best meteor positioning, because the board will change in the next turn
by turn.
anyways. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great Breath of Sindragosa target. Breath and Water LE looks pretty good to me.
Well. Okay, so.
Like, we could, like, Arcane Intellect and Youthful Brew back the Stonehill Defender and, like, run into Galaka Crawler. But I like tempo more than value, so I want the Water Alley.
See, the thing is, like, you know, you can get out the water alley. Are we? I think you can definitely just win the value game here. You know, I think you can just sort of like lock that up.
I'm just worried about our deck not having late game, but if you think so.
You have so much late game in your hand, so yeah, I would Arcane Intellect.
Okay.
Yep. 2/3 into the 4/2. 1/2 face, and then brew back the 1/2.
Alright.
It's like, yes, there is still a
Oh crap,
possibility.
Meteor positioning.
if you coin meteors this, are we okay with it? Like, yeah, I think we're okay with it. Yeah. Oh, coin meteor!
Me hungry. You yummy.
Did it
Did he lose
destroy
anything? Oh, my Cindergosa!
Oh, okay. Well, you know, that happened.
My impulse play is Water Ellie and Cleric the 0/5. Go full face is what I want to do.
That's a little bit dangerous, but
Yeah.
so what else do we got here?
Like we can do Stonehill. I really want the Water Ellie out.
I agree with the water, Ellie, and then you know, you also have the Ice Walker option, right? You have that as an option. But no, Water Ellie, I would Fallen Sun Cleric the 0/5, and I would just double trade. I would just double trade the 2/3/2s into the thing. Yeah.
Ah, this is face damage we're not getting.
I know, but it's it's what you. I think it's what we
Before
should do
Bone Mare
here.
turn, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Don't want to cast a spell.
Okay.
Really?
So, we're playing the Bone Mare. The question is, which one do we want to Bone Mare? I want to run the 1/6 into the 1/1, and because of that, I want to Bone Mare the Water Ellie.
Yep.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. I would do that. Part of the reason I just like this is like, let's just get that 7 damage to the face, you know? And if he polymorphs here, he's got 3 mana. How does 3 mana combat a 5/5, 1/5, and 1/1,
It
right?
doesn't.
Yeah.
Speak your piece.
So, I just want to Racketeer Ice Walker, use the shield to kill it in 5-face.
Well,
I don't want to Drake here.
you don't want to Drake, that's true.
I'm not Volcanic Potioning. There's an argument for the counterspell, but counterspelling means we can't Racketeer.
Yep.
I definitely want to Racketeer.
Yes. But
And
is the Ice Walker necessary?
I mean,
That's-
it's not necessary.
Right. And think about what happens if you Ice Walker. If you Ice Walker, you're actually missing out on a damage this turn, right? Because the Ice Walker, you see what I mean. If you put down the Ice Walker and you're just bumping in the 1/5 into the 2/1, you're saying, I want the Ice Walker next turn, in which case, you don't really need that tempo. You just want the damage now. So you're going to ping the 2/1, and then the 1/5 goes face. Because right now, we want the immediacy of the damage. We don't really need the setup that much.
Alright.
It's boom o'clock.
The only way to come back is with a spell, but what spell kills a 5/5 and a 6/6 that have minions in between them?
Yeah. So he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead.
You win this.
Oh. Let me play the Drake!
Oh boy. So, like, if he polymorphs the big thing, that's fine. If he meteors the big thing, that's fine as well. The mage can't do enough with a spell on that turn in order to kind of destroy both the Bone Mared Water Ellie and the 5/5 that the Bone Mare offers. So, anyways, what do you like here?
Obviously toss the Horror.
Yes.
We could coin 3 into 3, but I'm a very Curvestone conservative player in the mulligan. So I would just toss the Horror and be happy. Would you, if you're tossing something, you're tossing the Wasp, right?
Yeah, and I think you would toss the Wasp because I think
What are
we
you
get,
looking for?
I'm looking for Firefly. I'm looking for Arcanon, another 2-drop. I'm looking
Okay.
for even like a Stonehill Defender or something. I just don't think Wasp on our turn 3 like fits in that well, right? I'll take a Breath of Syndragosa here, you know, for us to go a little bit faster as well. Wasp just doesn't really fit too well, especially against a Warlock.
Pass.
So what are your options here?
Well, Syndragosa or Ping or Crawler with the coin.
Right. So my question is, why don't you like Crawler now?
You paint a good point. It's just that sort of instinctual gut reaction to not wanting to ping on 2, even though he has a 1/1, so we're gonna want to ping that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the Crawler, right?
It's the Crawler, yeah. Like, this makes your turn to ping into a play, right? Into something that we can do.
Oh.
Yep. Okay.
Ping.
Yep. Nice.
Glory to the Sindori.
So I either want a Stonehill or I want to go face and Frost Rider, because if we play the Frost Rider, he's probably going to value trade the Crawler unless he has like a Mortal Coil or something. If he value trades, we can always ping or Syndragosa to deal with that, or we can Stonehill. Which would you rather?
So here I would not attack, and I would Hildnir Frost Rider.
You would not attack?
Yes, and I'll tell you
Okay.
why after you do it.
I know about the freeze mechanic. I just think that it's
Right.
not going to get to go face.
See, the thing is, if you attack face and freeze it, you effectively just remove the 2/2 off the board. And by your measurements right now, it's like, oh, he's gonna take either the free trade or, you know, free trade, or he's gonna hit the 4/4 and ping. But there's another universe in which he essentially, like, all he does is he ignores it. He goes face, makes you trade with the 4/4, right? And then in a scenario like that, what ends up happening is
You want to be able to use the Crawler.
yeah, you want to be able to like have the freedom to use the Crawler. Yeah.
So if I had to make a decision right now, I would kill the 2/4 and play the Arcanosmith. I'm going to think about other plays. I don't want to use a Frostbolt. It's just we're not getting any value on the board. So it's Stonehill or Arcanosmith, and I think it's the Arcanosmith.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
Yeah, Arcanosmith is fine.
And kill the 2/4?
Yeah, let's kill the 2/4. 2/4 is by far the most, the more annoying one. Yeah, so this is something, I think, okay.
Aww. So we are using the 3/2 to kill the thing, Frostbolt and Syndragosa to kill the thing. We can't let him get value off that, right?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously don't want him getting value out of it.
What to do?
But there's more than just using Frostbolt and Syndragosa, right?
Okay, let's think. If we Syndragosa...
I think you're too caught up on Syndragosa right now.
Okay.
Like,
You would just Frostbolt the Illidan, trade in, and use the Stonehill?
yeah, it's a good time for us to develop the Stonehill, right? Like, let's look at some of the options that we can get.
Sorry about the RNG.
Oh,
I'd take
gosh.
the Booty Bay.
Yeah, take the Booty Bay.
Frostbolt.
Yep. Yep. And that, I mean, the Bane of Doom was just really, really good for him. Not much we could do there.
Rami brings up a good point. To kill the thing, Which thing? It's all Hearthstone talk. The thing.
There you go.
Recoil.
Unleash me.
Uh-huh. Like, if the Syndragoza kills the... Actually, if the Syndragoza hits either of these, I'm okay with playing the Booty Bay.
Yeah, you are. Yep, that's good. It's good that you identified that. So we always start off with Syndragosa, right? That determines what happens in the turn.
And we cannot play the Bruiser into that, so we Booty Bay.
Yep.
Get behind me.
And if the Breath of Syndragosa had hit the Dreadlord, then you probably just Frostbolt it following that. So, yep.
Okay. He body Eddie.
Yep.
Okay, well, that obviously trades.
Yep.
And then we spend our mana. Can't do 3 and 5, so I think this is a decent Stormwatcher turn.
Yeah.
To do.
Seems so. Just Stormwatcher. Yeah, right now we're just getting out, like, qualitied. It just the quality of his card.
Are you saying his Despicable Dreadlord is better than our Booty Bay?
No, I would Torjado. I would never dare. All right, Booty Bay is life. But yeah, this is one of those games in which Warlocks certainly have very, very good cards, and we're just seeing what happens when Also, that Bane of Doom. That Bane of Doom.
Yeah, just casually getting an Illidan.
Why didn't he
Okay.
attack first? Why
Oh,
would you
wow.
not attack first? That did work out for him, but you know.
Our 4/8 always hits his 4/4.
Well,
But the second rate Bruiser, yes.
right, right.
So you want to play the second rate Bruiser, and the Cyclotron, or with the Wasp and Frostbolt? I kind of want to Frostbolt the 6/6, but I think that is incorrect.
Yeah, we don't have
And
to do
so
it now.
This is Bruiser and Psychotron.
Runs
Yep.
out on me.
I'm not red.
You don't do a second bump, do you?
You don't
Or-
do a second bump, no. No second bump right now.
Yeah, I was hoping the Tinkmaster got our Stormwatcher.
So
Yeah, definitely. And we were hoping it turned his guy into a 1/1.
God, who drafts over Spark? It's
Sometimes you have to. I mean, sometimes.
but oh man.
so many possibilities.
Let's see what this guy's play is. We're not in a great spot here, but
We could be in worse.
yeah, definitely could be in a worse spot. So.
But you know, casual like turn 5 Illidan. Oh boy.
Okay.
Wasp, Firefly, Banshee. Lay out.
Yeah, so you can play both Firefly and
Yes,
it's like
yes,
a
yes,
base.
yes.
Yep.
Spend mana gamer.
Yep.
You want to mill some cards so we know more about our deck?
I think I'm okay with so it was like an interesting strategy Adukta had, but no, I think we need our
We'll
cards
know
here.
if we have a Bone Mare to draw into or not.
No, I totally understood it like during that time that Adukta, pitched it, but oh yeah, second Twisting Nether. You sicko. Oh, this thing. Pretty good.
Bump, ping, Iron Fur. Unless you want to go full aggro.
Well, you're not winning unless you go face, right?
Oh, don't tell that to me.
I mean, okay, because because I could pose it in a question form, but I think here, we just chat it out, right? Look, if you bump and ping and play the Grizzly, what's your chances of winning? Like 0? I think it's about 0, right? It's about so. However, if you Grizzly go face, and I would even say ping face, you increase your chances of winning by a few percentage points.
Is there a world in which you frostbolt the 6/6?
You could.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
You know what? Yeah, frostbolt the 6/6. I think that's I think you should.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, a lot of things that are okay. So we got Twisting Nethered. You know, his Bane of Doom created an Illidan. And you still have like some shot of winning here. Okay, well, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
So we play a 6/6.
yeah, and we ping his face.
Too bad we don't have a Pyroblast.
I know, right? This guy's deck is
Pretty good.
freaking good, yeah.
So he's got a Twisting Nether, an
Oh
Abyssal
my
of.
gosh.
Oh my god. Twisting Nether, Abyssal Enforcer, Dread Inferno, Dread Lord,
Yeah.
Hellfire. Like everything does AoE.
Yeah, essentially.
Ping face or
Okay, well, is there anything that can help us win? Like
Meteor, Bone Mare that he leaves up a minion for some
leaves up
reason.
For some reason, but yeah, just ping face. I don't think there's any way you lose this game unless he disconnects. But yeah, just ping face.
Okay, so I spend more time hovering over him and hoping he
I didn't say BM by doing that, but you know, if he does,
Well, I mean, even if we're
disconnect-
polite, the previous guy added me to tell me I was a dick, right?
that's true. Well, look, I mean, whenever you win, you're always a dick. That's just how things are.
Ah, the anti-phase.
It's not as if we have like something to charge, anyways.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't know that.
Why don't we have a Doom in our deck? Are you still dead? I mean, we just play it. And then I guess we ping the like the 3/1, yeah.
All right.
Not dead
So
yet.
he's got a Fellfire potion. He hasn't
Yeah.
played that yet. Man, he's now in Fireball range. He doesn't know we don't have that. He didn't need to do that.
He
Oh.
needed to do that. Why did you play the turtle, man? You definitely have to play the turtle. Oh, this guy's got no class.
It's okay. He's a constructed player.
Aww. Yeah, this is one of those. It's one of those things where like, I don't think you do much about that loss. You're like, okay, we lost to that, and if the Bane of Doom goes differently, I think we have more than a decent chance of winning.
So I've seen some arena players keep a Bone Mare. I don't think we do.
What arena streamers are these?
Like I think I've seen Isherwood or Shady do it once.
Once. Okay. Once. Then,
Not as a rule. Not as a rule.
I was just like, who are these people that I can like have a chat with and like yell at? Yeah. We just keep the Firefly, man. He watches a Maz.
Oh God.
Oh, shots fired. Oh yeah. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. There we
Play
go.
the thing.
Play the thing.
No. Now I'm scared because he's gonna Potion of Madness. Golly, by howdy, I am undead. I love that card so much.
It's pretty great.
I need to make a chat command for that one.
What? 2/1 drop?
The leper gnome.
Speak your peace.
Oh,
Okay.
Fallen Sun.
Well, okay. If you...
The other option is, of course, ping. So if you Fallen Sun and you bump one in, you have a 2-1 and a 2-1 against his 2-1.
Mhm.
Potion of Madness wrecks you. If you ping, you have nothing to nothing.
Right.
I want to be a spend mana player. I want to play this Fallen Sun cleric, and if it's not that, you have to tell me why.
It's not that. You're actually just gonna ping here because part of the reason is not only do you force him to just have a minion to have something there, you like the ping is just really freaking good here. And on your turn 3 into his turn 2, you know you're able to play the Flame Elemental and Fallen Sun Cleric, right? You just punt another turn. Okay, now you're probably just gonna ping.
Pinging a cat.
But like a lot of times when you can get something good out of a ping, you should just take it, especially against another control class, right? Like the advantage that you gain from playing the Fallen Sun Cleric is not so much, it's about a ping's worth of advantage. So if you're using up a card
you're
to...
right.
Yeah. Anyways, what do you like here?
Ping and Flame Alley.
Yep. So he's already used like...
Look at this card advantage.
Yeah, right? Like, come on. Now, can you still lose? Yeah, sure, because priests are dumb. Because priests are really, really dumb. But, you know.
So obviously it's a 4-drop. The question is which one.
Mm-hmm.
So I want the Banshee just so because the Water Elemental he could hit and heal.
Yeah, he could hit it and heal it, or he can just like make this.
What to do?
I think we just want the immediate attack. You know, we just want the 5/5 out there, and if he
Nice.
does something like, yeah, face.
Or do you not go face and play around Happy Ghoul?
Well, he still has to spend 2 mana, right? So it's not like the yeah. Here I think giving him that 1 minute discount is okay now. Onion Knight says the Knicks are kicking the Cavs' asses. Yeah, not that much of a surprise.
All right. I would drop the Water Elemental.
Yeah. You don't
There's like the only other option is Ice Walker Ping.
Yeah, and that's pretty slow, right? It's like,
Yeah, but you got me to ping 2 turns in a row, so I'm giving you the slow option.
well, I would argue that this is now a little bit different. But yeah, let's play the Water Alley. Yep. Okay. He heals, he's down to 3 mana, and I don't think he can do much with 3 mana here. There, right? There we go.
Okay. I want the Fallen Sun Galacta Crawler clears board.
Yep.
The sun has set for me.
What are we playing around in Priest? Is there anything positional?
Not really. So we're going into Dragonfire potion turn, but that's fine. If he Dragonfires this, like we're okay
Sure.
with it. That's okay.
So we Bone Mare the Crab
Yep. Bone Mare the Crab.
because we don't want the just to be on 2 health, right?
Yeah.
Bone Mare is so unfun to play against.
He still has the Dragonfire potion out, but then
Yeah.
we have responses to that, right?
I spread the master's will.
Um. So how much damage do we have? We have 15, 16, 17, 18 with a ping.
Yep.
So,
So.
the hunter in me wants the Ice Walker ping his minion, go full face. I know that's not right.
It is not right.
Would you trade in the Water Ellie, ping, and drop the Psychotron?
I think that's fine. I think if you want an Eldritch Horror, that's also fine as well. I mean, it's like if you Eldritch Horror...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, if he does, like, top deck a Dragonfire... So, which... Would you Eldritch Horror?
You know, Eldritch Horror, I would trade in the Water Ellie and the 2-1, and then face with everything else.
Eldritch Horror?
Yes, Eldritch Horror, and then face.
Because that's playing around MCT, right?
It plays around MCT as well, and... I mean, this is just very powerful, right? If he Shadow Word Deaths, he has 5 mana, and, you know, 5 mana isn't enough to take care of a 5/5 and a 6/4, like... I don't know what he does here, really.
He loses.
Probably.
Spike Ridge Steed on 3
the
mana.
Death Knight? Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Come on, I'm RNGesus. Don't do that to me. So we have 12, 17, 18. Curses.
Yep, you don't have it yet.
So definitely Psychotron.
Mm-hmm.
We're not killing the thing off. I feel like if we play Psychotron, we play another minion. Are you talking about not playing Psychotron?
No, I think you do play Psychotron.
Okay.
So play Psychotron, and I would just go face and then ping face.
Okay. Do you want to play an Ice Walker?
Sure. It doesn't really matter, but sure. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Like, I don't see what he can really do here. Whatever's in his hand right now, like those 1 or 2 cards, they just suck. They don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your soul shall be mine.
Full toss?
Yeah. We need to get out a little bit faster.
Excuse me. All the cough candies. Oh, we got a 2-drop.
Yep.
Okay. Play the 2-drop, or do you want to ping?
Let's just play the 2. Let's just be... Yeah, like, we could play a little bit tricky, but he's definitely got ways of, you know, spoiling the, spoiling our fun, ruining the plan.
Gotta give him the Grizzly?
Not necessarily.
You would just Arcane Intellect to try and potion?
Let's look at it this way. Like, we put that down, he does this, and then what's our next turn, right? Like, what's our turn 4? What's our turn... It's like, if you put down the Grizzly this turn, he bops in, are we going to be able to Volcanic Potion next turn? Probably not. So, then next turn we Arcane Intellect, and we, like, hang 1 mana then? It's even worse, right? And chances are we probably don't draw, like, a Keening Banshee next turn. So, here, yeah, I think this is, like, your best opportunity to Arcane Intellect. It feels bad, but...
That could have been a Frostbolt.
Could have been a Frostbolt.
I guess I would Galaka and Arcanologist here.
Yep.
Too bad we never got a secret. Oh wait, we got a secret!
We have a secret. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Too bad. We never got a secret. Yeah, we have Counterspell here.
apple on your head.
Okay.
3 mana.
Aw.
Okay.
Is Volcanic Potion good enough here?
You tell me.
He would have 2 1/1s on board.
Mm-hmm.
I would
To do.
probably Ice Walker instead of Ping if we do Volcanic Potion.
I agree with that.
Alternatively, we ping the 3/1, drop the bear.
I wonder.
So which one do you
I don't
like?
the Psychotron. I think we have to potion.
I think we do. Yep.
And you Ice Walker, right?
Yeah, I would Ice Walker past this. I think it's just a decent time to use Ice Walker. Like the 1/3 does quite a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
And just getting it out there means we have the option next turn to perhaps like Grizzly and Ping to stall and to set up like a good meteor for us, right?
Relax. It's a party.
List of damage face.
He did?
Get it out! Get it out!
So instinct play is water elemental, bump the 1/1, ping the 3/3.
Yep, I like it. Sets up for potential meteor. It also just delays a little bit, right? We also just want to see what he does here. Like, what are his plays?
Oh no, no Illidan!
It's pretty annoying.
Do we meteor? I think we meteor.
I think we meteor. Yeah.
Do you bump? Because I know it's really important to get face damage on a Warlock.
It is. I mean, alternatively, bumping is good for the, like, it prevents... Because right now, the 1/1 is really annoying for our Psychotron, right?
Right. If we're
I
going
think-
into turn 7, if it's a Bone Mare, he's going to land it either way.
He's
You
going
think
to
you
land
trade?
it either way. I think you hit. I think you do hit. It's really... It sucks, but I think the hit is correct.
Okay, that's fine. So he just used that, so I want to Eldritch Horror. You could just, like, drop the Frost Rider, drop an Iron Fur, and ping the 1/1.
You could. Like, I don't love this against Unwilling Sacrifice, but, you know, he used the big removal. I think you just have to slam the Horror. Like, if there's a time in which you can slam the
It's
Horror...
after the Siphon Skull.
Yeah, let's do it.
Would there be benefit in playing still more cautious?
There is. There's definitely a benefit. I mean, could you do the Iron for Grizzly and the Frost Rider? You know, maybe that is just better. Like, it just seems...
It's 7/7 of stats compared to a 6/10.
You know what? Let's ping the 1/1. Yep, Hildnir and Grizzly. The more I think about it, the more it is just safer. You could set up Counterspell. No, the time isn't to set up Counterspell now. Like, if he does something, like if he Fellfires here, that's fine. Whatever.
Smelly fish. Yummy.
Yummy fish. So we bump in and ping the Tar Lurker, use the bear to kill the Tuskar,
And then you have 7 mana left.
and drop the Eldritch. Oh, 7 mana,
you
right?
can't,
Oh,
yeah.
crap. Okay. Frostbolt and send the bear face instead?
I don't think you should use the Frostbolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4/4 ping the Tar Lurker.
Yep. I would hit into that, and then I would do the second rate bruiser here.
Just because the
Because-
shield is bad against the Dreadlord.
Yeah. I mean, if he is trying to figure out a way to clear this, like your divine shield is just bad, you know. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'll take that. That's how I get most of my wins, anyways. Winning the Merps way. Okay.
Or he's being coached by Adwalkta, actually.
Oh, he's definitely losing then. Are you serious? There's no chance for him then.
So is there any chance he's trying to mind game bait us into something?
Yeah, definitely possible.
So just an Eldritch and ping phase?
Whoa, wait.
Okay.
What are your options here?
Do you want to play a counterspell?
Why would that be good and why would that be bad?
Doom?
Your opponent left.
No.
Okay, well, you know, good talk, good talk. But yeah, so in this case, if we want to turn it into a learning opportunity, first of all, you should just ping him and like end it or something. I think like as soon as you do an action,
Oh,
he
okay.
dies. Right. Yeah. No, but here, if we were to play seriously, you would Cyclotron and Counterspell.
Ooh.
Yeah, Doom, Twisting Nether, those are things, man.
You asked for it.
Oh, sweet. I mean, if we toss the Psychotron, we could coin 2 into 2 into 3.
Yep. That seems pretty good to me, man.
I can count. 1 equals 2.
1 equals 2, and then 2, 3,
4.
4. Oh.
Where's Xenu? I need the proper meme. I don't know it. So, play the Archaeologist.
Yep. And draw your secret. You were like so happy when you realized we actually had a secret in the deck.
Like stupid River Croc.
Drop a pirate.
It was like pick 30, I forgot.
Drop a pirate. Drop a pirate. Bloodsail Corsair, go.
I'm in charge now. Oh.
Oh.
Well, he kills his turn 3.
Yep.
Do you want to double Firefly and see if he has a 3-mana pirate?
Well, you mean a 2-mana pirate since his lightning bolt, remember? So no, I do not. Now when he
He's gonna
plays,
patch watch, he's gonna patch.
yeah, I know. And now that we've done this, he's just gonna dominate us, you know?
So you kill the thing. Which 3-drop? I want a Frost Rider.
Yeah.
Drive the polar bears.
Man, we drew great this game.
Just me and Mr.
Pretty good.
So the 4/4 kills the 2/4. We can either play a 4-drop or ping the 2/1 and double Firefly.
Yeah.
I think I like Serenite here.
Yeah, I like Serenite as well.
Okay.
Just get that out there.
Get MCT'd.
Meh.
Balance in all things.
Okay.
You know, I don't see much of that card anymore.
It's still a really good card. I just think part of the reason you don't see is like basically no one plays Shaman anymore.
Well, it's a rogue card.
It's a rogue card, but also, you know, when you get to the rogue and druid classes, I would say like Lotus Agents is just not what it like used to be.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I want to bump in the 2/1 and ping to kill it.
And then?
I'm debating between which 3-mana card.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Is this a good... Is he gonna play, like... Well, he wouldn't have bumped in if he had Volcano, would he?
I don't know. It is kind of a strange play on his part, definitely.
Would you counterspell just for that safety? I think I would.
I think I would too. Yeah. I think it's good. So let's just get the counterspell here. You know, there is certainly a possibility that we, I guess, anti-tempo here. But think of it this way. Like, he's on 6 mana. You know, you played this. Is he going to play a Fire Alley into this? Potentially. And that kind of sucks for us. But not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
No.
Ping, throw in the crab, and play a water alley is my first thought.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Get them, boys.
Evolve! I've played too much of this in Constructed.
I don't know why you're cheering for the evolve. That's
No, I'm scared.
Oh, okay. I was like, why are you cheering for this? This worries me.
So, I've been trained to kill off as many doppelgangsters as possible because he has a Death Knight for next turn.
What to do?
Okay.
So, I would
Do.
second-rate Bruiser,
Sure.
double bump. We could put down an Arcanosmith. There's an argument for a Wasp and a Firefly. I'm definitely double bumping, playing the Bruiser.
Well, you would play the Bruiser first.
Yes.
Yes, and you would double bump.
Would you... I would Wasp and Firefly.
Yep, I would too.
Okay. Good talk.
Good talk. Yeah, I think the Wasp is just good here to sort of box him in, right? He could certainly Primordial Drake here, which kind of sucks for us, but Primordial Drake always kind of sucks. It's just the way it is. Okay.
Still, that's us reaching from the past and saying, no, you can't do 3 damage.
So that's definitely good for him. Like, it just opens it up the entire turn for him to do something. But we'll see if he did that to follow it up with like a volcano.
Nope.
That to follow it up with a bone marrow.
So I want a Fallen Sun, the 1/2, bump and ping to kill it, Wasp the 5/5, kill off the totem with the Water Alley. That would leave us with 4 mana. I would drop the Arcanosmith, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I like the play.
No argument to like faceless manipulate.
No, I wouldn't really faceless manipulate any of this stuff. I don't think it's that necessary.
You said you like the Arcanosmith?
Yeah, I like the Arcanosmith. Let's just get it out there. And part of the annoying thing this game is like we just didn't draw our quality small cards, and we didn't really draw big cards, right? So we've been operating with like just these kind of crappy cards so far. Wow. All right.
That's okay.
It's fine. I think we're okay with that.
Grizzly Hired Gun. Ellie ping. 3/2 and ping the 2/4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Play everything.
Yeah, I'd probably just play everything.
Alright, Volcano. Yeah, K-Zone, that's me.
Yeah, I don't really see the like you can't really hold back here.
Yeah.
Flames consume
Did he play? What did he play? Oh, the 2/4.
Oh
Holy
my God.
guacamole. So we're getting a 10/10?
Yeah, you're getting a 10/10.
Do we go face?
Yeah, you definitely go face. Yeah, you definitely go face. It's just now you want to look at what you want to do with your ping, right?
Yeah.
But he hits that. If you ping face, he goes down to 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then, yeah, I think you start pinging face.
We have 2 frost bolts.
Yeah, we do.
Oh man. That's probably one of the best non-removal counters we could have to a 10-10 Blubber Baron.
It's definitely not bad.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Let's do that thing.
Let's do the thing.
Just drop the Banshee.
Yeah, just drop the Banshee.
2-1 in the O2.
Yep.
We ping the 3-1, right?
Yes, you ping the 3-1. And then...
Face.
So here you could think about...
Killing the 6-6.
You could think about killing the 6-6 now. Like, this is... The 1-2 always goes face.
Yeah.
Runs out on me.
Huh.
You do have 2 Frostbolts left. Have that. I think you just go face.
Make him do the trades.
Yeah. You have 2 Frostbolts left. Like, you kind of invalidate his weapon as well. And I just don't like the situation that we're in. It's like if you hit that and then... Alright.
Okay, that's 22 damage.
He still needs...
Double Jade Lightning.
I mean, no, he doesn't even have enough mana for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this doesn't really change things. It's pretty annoying.
Oh, we can always Volcanic Potion to kill it if we have lethal.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 26, 27, 28. He was 2 off lethal.
2 off.
We have to Volcanic.
Yeah, just Volcanic.
Pink face.
On Volcanic and... Because right now, look, you still have 2 Frostbolts, right? You have 2 Frostbolts.
He could have a heal.
You could have a heal, but... If he gets a healing to like, that thing could be really annoying for us. I think you ping the 0-1.
Do you want a Cinder Gosa and pink face?
I mean...
If you were a hunter and he was on 6 health, you would not hero power?
Yeah, no, I think this is good. This is a good talk. Yeah, I think we Syndragosa in order to ping face. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. And then next turn you could Eldritch Horror and then ping face. So even if he puts out pressure, I think we have to kill the totem. But yeah, Syndragosa isn't like getting better or anything.
Oh, he's won the game. 300. Meteor positioning?
Yeah, Meteor, ping face.
Working me to the bone.
There you go. He dropped a 10-10 Blubber. That was badass. That was pretty badass. That was a pretty crazy game here. Yeah. He needs like Bloodlust plus...
Bloodlust Flame Tongue Totem?
And it's still not enough, right? Like Bloodlust, Flame Tongue, and Lightning Bolt. I'm like, he doesn't have that.
So, I want to keep the hired gun, toss the Cinder Gosa, and I would keep the Frostbolt if I was playing by myself. But I can easily be convinced to toss
So
it.
here's the thing: how many 3-drops do we have? Other than the higher gun, we have Wasp, Frost Rider, Grizzly, and
And
Stonehill
Stonehill.
Defender.
So 3.5.
Yeah. And here, as player one, with our deck, I think we need to push a little bit. I think us keeping a 3-drop is. It's like a higher gun is okay, but I think you
Okay.
full mulligan here. Like, because
Really?
yeah, I think you keeping the higher gun is a little bit. Playing a little bit too safe. I don't think you can do it. So I think
Hello, Elder Tor, Stormwatcher, Bone Mare.
maybe. Who knows?
2 out of 3.
Not bad. Not bad, man.
The legions I
Ah, Malkazar. Okay.
Oh, Arcanologist.
Archaeologist. There we go. Cool.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Hopefully he uses his coin, so we're not just playing the counterspell next turn.
Ah.
So
Okay.
good at the game, man. Good at this game.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry for the Lich King thing, man.
Yeah.
Tauren?
Mm,
The Tauren would especially be good on turn 6 going into Bone Mare.
it would. It's also like a really good potion target for him, right?
Oh.
But yeah, it's I think it's A-bomb here.
Really?
It does something that we don't currently have, which is an AoE, right?
Sure.
It's something that he can't. Like it's a 4 attack minion. Yeah, I think it's A-bomb.
What to do?
Plus, you already have a
Okay.
turn 4. It's water alley. Yeah, this is one of those things where you don't just look at the tier score of the cards.
Look! Look!
Fuck.
All right.
Water Ellie.
Yep.
Face.
Face.
Good talk.
Mm-hmm. It's not that bad.
No, but it's not great.
No.
It's good to see
Uh.
you again.
GT Playa, thank you so much, man. Welcome back for 2 months. Look. I'm looking.
Okay. I. Do you like A-bomb here? I think I'm liking A-bomb the more I look at it, but I'm not sure.
A-bomb is okay.
We could also trade Ping and play the Grizzly or drop the Bruiser. I think. Going into turn 5. I guess we trade Ping, play the Grizzly?
No, I don't think you need to trade here. Like,
Okay.
it's just not necessary. I would probably just play the Bruiser and then go face.
am not
So,
So-
what's the thought process behind that?
Yeah, look, we want to play something that dominates the 3-4, right? So it's either A-bomb or the 4-5. I don't feel like slowing down in order to eliminate that is absolutely necessary.
Just a pinch
So,
of liquor.
yeah. Do something like this. Now, what essentially happens is, and I didn't want to play the 4-4 because all he needs is 1 damage to hit it, and then he also damages your water alley at the same time, right? So that's a little bit, that's kind of easy for him to do.
What to do? What to do?
Let's see here. We can definitely get a full trade,
Mm-hmm.
and with the Cindergosa, yeah, I like the full trade here. Put out a Psychotron.
Yeah, I like it too. You're going into Bone Marrow turn, right? Like you having
Exactly.
a good board is nice.
Oh god, they think I'm a meth cook in the Southwest. Bloody hell, I'm Canadian.
Nah.
Uh,
Nah.
Boner?
Well, why?
Worm Watcher? I don't like the Racketeer here. I don't like an A-bomb yet.
Yeah, I don't.
So you want to drop the Storm Watcher to get the Bone Mare onto?
Do.
You don't have to get the Bone Mare onto the Storm Watcher. You could get it on the 3/2 on the next turn, right?
Sure.
Right. But getting the Storm Watcher out there is pretty good since it is something that is very hard for him to interact with.
Yeah.
So, once again, you know, you're getting this out there and your first thought is like, well, I don't really want to Bone Mare this. And the answer is like, well, you don't have to. You still have a 3/2 that you can just Bone Mare.
Sure. Was that one of the arena cards they didn't vote at BlizzCon? Destroy a 4-mana minion?
Was that a card?
I think that was one of the ones.
I don't know. Not sure.
Or it might have been one of the things in the new single-player thing.
Hmm.
Okay. That's a decent owl.
Yeah, it's okay.
Do we Bone Mare the 3/2 here?
What to do? What to do?
I kind of want to get a Ping and a Racketeer in here.
Yeah. I think that's a good decision.
Do you full clear?
You tell me.
I think you do.
What's the advantage of full clearing? Like, what are you afraid of?
You can have a Bone Mare.
You could, but do you... Okay, so ping the 2/1, play the big time Racketeer. I would just go face though.
Okay.
Because the sort of the speed of this game, okay, if he gets this to a 6/7, right? He gets this to a 6/7. Is it that bad for you? It's not that bad for you.
Yeah,
Like,
by the time the rope came out, I wasn't able to do the mental math.
yeah, yeah. Like, because of what you have on the board and the fact that you have your own Bone Mare plus ping, it's really not that bad. And, you know, you can consider Counterspell on a turn in which he can play, you know, Free from Amber. But, like, are you that afraid of Free from Amber as well? It's like, not really. There's a lot of things you're just not that afraid. What?
Okay. Oh, Bone Mare's good here.
Yeah.
Bone Mare the 4/8.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here you ping, right?
Yes, you definitely can here. So here, this is really good because he can't mind control yet, right? We always want to be aware of what he can do on the next turn. If he could mind control here, it changes the way we do things. Like, you know,
Right.
we don't want this
The
8/8
counter
here.
spell looks a lot better.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't eliminated mind control yet, but it's a turn before that. So if the game went on and he just played sort of standard and we didn't have lethal, we want to prioritize the counterspell on the next turn. Anyways, let's focus on this game. What do you want to do?
So since we have the coin, I want to keep the water elemental and the crab.
I think you do keep the cleric, not necessarily because you want to coin out the Galaka Crawl or anything. I just think it's a good sort of it's a good flex play on one of these turns that enables you to trade or just make it awkward for them. I think Volcanic Potion does very little, so I would toss the Volcanic Potion, but I would keep
Of
the other
course.
3 cards. Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people in Shed are talking about Tim Hortons, the national coffee of Canada. Honestly, It's not that great. It's just a coffee place. The best fast food coffee, Coin Crab? Or we don't have a 3-play.
You don't have a 3-play.
But I really want a Coin Crab. But I guess we pass.
You pass here, yeah.
Yeah. So Tim Hortons is the cheapest coffee by...
Oh, God!
Oh!
Oh, God!
So we play the Youthful Brewmaster, right?
Oh, God! Every time I say it, it never happens! But this time it happened! Oh, God!
This only works.
So good. So good. So good.
Fallen Sun Coin Archaeologist is my impulse. We could also just trade and play a Banshee.
Yeah. That seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You brought me back.
Like,
Get crabbed.
get crabbed, man. Sure. No!
So, do we kill the Tempest with our Banshee because we want it to be taking damage? I think we always play the Water Elemental, right?
I wonder.
Yeah, I would play the Water Ellie, but at the same time, I think, like, why are we hitting into that, right? Like, what are you really afraid of here? There can be buffs, but let's just hit his face.
That's okay. That's okay. That's
okay. Yeah. We're just getting closer to our meteors and our bone mares, right?
You say meteors and bone mares. We only have a meteor and a bone mare.
Purify the fallen.
That does nothing.
I want the full clear and play. I guess the Psychotron.
Yeah, the Psychotron is fine.
Unless you want to keep it in face.
No, the Psychotron is... no, the Psychotron is fine. Yeah, yeah, so, yep.
Do you want to know the cards we discard?
What to do?
just make the trade. Yeah, yeah. So it's not only, and you know, we can laugh about the time that Advocate suggested and everything, but you also want to identify, like, the situation is very different, right? Like, all jokes aside, the situation is very, very different. It's like when Advocate wanted to do that play specifically, we were at a time in which we needed to go face, and knowing which cards to play was very helpful to us.
So one possible play,
Mm-hmm.
the non-traditional one, would be bump in with the Water Ellie, play the Frost Rider, brew back the Water Ellie. We have 3 minions on board. Honestly, I think that's our best play.
Well, you have I think you have another option that you can go with the brew
Using
play.
the Fallen Sun Cleric?
No, you can just Water Ellie into the 3/3, brew back the Water Ellie, and play the Water Ellie.
Oh. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It's not value if it's not in your hand, gosh.
Okay, so now is when we want to start thinking about, like, well, Counterspell might be pretty good.
Of course.
Right? We have a decent amount of tempo on the board. We definitely have the lead for now. Things can change quickly. But we want to start thinking, okay, well, how can we close this out? How can we capitalize on the lead that we have?
Yep. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So we go face, he's on 14.
What to do? What to do?
So talk it out. What do you see here?
So it's obviously either just drop the Stormwatcher and go.
Mhm.
Alternatively, we could Fallen Sun Cleric and like Wasp or Counterspell or Frost Rider. And I think I'm leaning towards just getting the Stormwatcher out there,
Yeah. I like it.
especially because he just used the Fellfire.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes twice.
Okay.
Get the Arcanosmith out.
What to do?
Sacrifice the 05 to that thing. Back it up with like an Arcanologist and a Sun Cleric or a Ping.
I mean, you
Alternatively-
could, but think about what you want to do. It's like how things have changed, right? Like,
Right.
so you don't want to start the turn off by saying we could do this, we could do that. You want to start thinking about what are our goals here, and then look at the plays from that point.
Okay, well our goals is to not put out anything super big.
Time runs out on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
crap.
here, I think you want to actually just start developing. I would play Counterspell, Giant Wasp, and ping the 1/2. Right now.
Oh wow, just completely throw the ball in his court.
Yep. This is the way in which you set up, but our aggression has pretty much been stopped, right? Our aggression has been stopped. And you know what? That's fine. He played Fellfire into Meteor, right?
Yeah.
That-
Oh god. That's fine. Oh god.
He still gets a
Now he's got a
fireball,
fireball.
off of it. That's unfortunate.
Yep. So, okay, I want the Bruiser out, ping the 1/1, you have to kill the Antonidas. That would be ping 5 mana, and we'd have 4 mana left.
What to do? What
Uh,
to do?
I would Bruiser first, always.
Yeah.
Do the ping and trade, and then we can talk about...
I'm not ready.
So he's got a Fireball in hand.
Yeah, he does.
I don't like the Cleric. I would just Arcanosmith.
Time
Yeah,
runs out
it's just
on me.
Arcanosmith. If it's counter, you shouldn't get Fireball. I agree, but I can't do anything about game mechanics, right? That was pretty good.
Oh god. We're at the 7-win bracket.
Okay.
Whoops.
Didn't hit in.
So
One of the
He's still
one
got
of
a
the
fire.
cards in his hand is a Fireball. You know that.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, I've got that tracker up.
Yep.
So if we Eldritch Horror, it's got 10 health. It can tank that.
It could. It can definitely do that.
I think we're definitely pinging the 2/1.
My magic
Yes,
will
I agree.
tear
We could
you
either do
apart.
3/2/2 or an 8, and both of them are kind of okay against the Fireball.
Yeah, both of them are.
My magic
I
will
guess
tear
Fireballing
you
the 4/4 is
apart.
the best out of everything we have, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah. So here, like, you're definitely pinging like the 2/1.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Runs
I
out on
think
me.
you just dropped the horror, cause like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
the
The
if
Frost
you-
Rider is his best target.
yeah.
Delicious.
Ah!
That's silly.
Next level plays, man.
Too good. Too good.
Ah.
Oh, hi.
Do we just Frost Rider Bone Mare? Or do we really... I typically want the initiative off the... So we could just go really wide. 3/2/2, ping the 1/1, and hope something survives for the Bone Mare.
What to do? My
I think you
magic
just
will
want the
tear
stats.
you apart.
Like no, your desire to get the initiative, I think is just it's not the time. You know, like you just
So you're saying a 10 mana 14/14 is okay?
yeah, like I think 10 mana 8/8 plus 5/5 is what you should do.
Oh my god.
All the answers. All
So
the
he has
answers.
played Flamestrike, Tony, Meteor, Fellfire,
Yes.
Polly, Kooky, Fireball.
Yes, he has.
An incredible discovery.
What do we buff?
Talk about a nice suit.
It's a question whether you play this at all.
Oh, at all?
Right now.
My magic will tear
Do you ping the 4/4?
apart.
Yeah, you have to, just in case he buffs it or something.
My magic will tear you apart. Hello.
And yeah, it's questionable whether you play it at all right now. And it seems
My
I don't think you
magic will
do.
tear
I don't think you do right
apart.
now.
Eh.
Yep. I like it. Good.
Okay,
Oh,
do the
discard.
thing.
Yep. Into Meteor. Oh.
Into Chain Gang. Oh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
whoa. Do you like Ultrasaurs?
Yeah, I like Ultrasaurs. And let's think about what we want to do here.
Oh god, this game.
So if that gets bumped up to 3 and you go face, he hits that. He has to ping that. Yeah, I think you fall on Sun Cleric and you go
My
face.
magic will tear
The
you
2/3?
apart.
Yeah.
The sun has set for me.
Rocco says, I bet he has an
Alright.
answer. You know what? I wouldn't put it past this guy.
He's
anymore.
running on 3 top decks in a row.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah,
Of course.
I forgot to account for that.
Of course he does. Meteor? Oh.
Ice Walker is okay. So we're in full stall mode.
Yeah, we're in full stall mode. So how long can this go on?
Who do we freeze? 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we freeze the Ultrasaur, bump the Ultrasaur into the Ultrasaur, and pass.
If you freeze the Ultrasaur, it goes down to 17. It hits that. He hit. What happens if you freeze the 5/5 and hit the Ultrasaur in? Right, that goes down to 11. He hits the 9.
My magic will tear you apart.
You also have a Meteor in your deck.
Yes. I mean, we know that if something's not frozen, it's killing the Serenite Chain Gangs.
Do. My
Right.
magic will tear
Well, anyways, I'm
you
bumping the
apart.
Ultrasaur in.
Yeah, and I think you actually freeze the 5/5. Yeah, because the Ultrasaur.
I'll do it.
Yeah. I think that's what you do actually. Yep.
Can you tell me why?
Because we actually want the Ultrasaur to hit one of the Soronite Chain Gangs.
Oh, so we can kill it with our
Yeah,
Ultrasaur?
exactly. Like. Of
That's
course.
okay.
And of course. And of course. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, well, both Fireflies get played. That's always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just do that, like, real quick.
Okay, math.
We need the Meteor out.
Yeah, because if any of these things hit, we're dead. If we just freeze the Ultrasaur
Right.
and start killing things... No.
You freeze the Ultrasaur, and then you hit.
Runs out on me.
No, you're just dead. No, we're just dead. Yeah.
Yeah?
You can't do anything. Yeah. There's no way around it. You just die, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, What are you gonna do? This guy had like the answer after answer after answer after answer after top deck after top deck. So
Kooky chemist fireball of horror.
Versus and do it.
Just all the little things.
You asked for it.
Keep the 1, keep the 2.
yeah, sounds good.
Do the thing.
Yep, do the thing. Hoping this guy plays pirate. Ah.
I guess Ugalaka.
Yep, you can lock it here. Was there a turn you could have played differently enough, though, to catch Ollie and such? I think, you know, the plays that we made were the correct percentage plays.
Stonehill?
Well, let's see what he does.
Oh, I think you're bugged. Because
Oh, am I?
he played a Tar Creeper.
Ew, I am bugged. What's that?
So we drew a Giant Wasp. We have a Fallen Sun Cleric, Stonehill Defender, Flame Elemental, Counterspell, Giant Wasp. We're on 3 mana. We have a Galaka Firefly to his Tar Creeper.
Sorry, that's like, wait. I need to come back. If it's roping, you can just feel free to.
It's not roping.
Time runs out on me.
Let's just play the Wasp.
The Wasp.
Yeah.
Okay. No hits, right?
No hits, no hits.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Ooh. Kill the thing in Keening?
Yeah, let's do that.
Do we kill off a spider?
Yeah, I would. Kill
Kill
the,
off cute,
the main
cute spider?
That's a cute spider? You've established that as the cute spider?
Look at this thing. This thing's hideous.
Oh gosh. The spider coming from anywhere, if, you know, if that's possible.
Stonehill Ping. Clear the board.
Well, you don't have to clear the board, right?
But I want to.
Why are you so afraid of the 1/1?
Because he... Oh, so you would send the 2/1 face?
Yeah. Just,
Do you agree on the Stonehill just for the card draw?
yeah. I agree with that.
Of my jungle.
Bog.
Bog. Let's do it. So, here's the question I would ask that you should ask yourself every time you want to full clear, right? What are you afraid of? If you can't...
You want to kill the
Yes,
beast,
yes,
right?
definitely kill the... Yeah, definitely kill that. But, like, what are you afraid of here? A 1/1 with a priest on turn 5, right? If you say...
Kooky Chemist. Heal. I don't... no, you're right. You're entirely
Sure.
correct.
If you say Potion of Madness, I would say okay, but I don't think he has it, and this is where he plays it, right? This is where he plays it to
No, you're right.
prove me wrong.
You
But
are the
it
shadow
seems
puppets.
unlikely that there is a punish. Like, and if you like, because I've sort of made the read that he just doesn't have it. Like,
The 2/1 goes into the 2/2. It has to.
yeah, I agree.
And I think I would just
I wonder.
drop the big time Racketeer. I guess based off the same thing, we still go face.
Face, let's do it.
Say hello to my little
Don't care.
Torjado,
Don't
you should be
care.
more excited about this. You're a hunter player, aren't you? It's like I guess we go face. Like, come on, where's the hunter player that you said that you
No, because
were,
going
right?
face against a priest to me screams greater healing potion. Even though, well, okay. Anyways. Bog Creeper. Yeah, I want to keep a thing on 6 health. So trade off the Banshee, go face, drop a Bog.
So let's trade off the Banshee, right?
I wonder.
Actually, I guess if we want to play around MCT, we can double trade into the Unless you want to do something like Counterspell Brewmaster.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. That's definitely something in which, like, we can definitely get the counter spell out right now, right?
Uh-huh.
It's something I'm looking at pretty hard here, and I think we do it. So you would counter spell.
Right.
Time
Yep.
runs out on me.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. So play the counter spell.
Yeah, yeah.
1/1 go. Sorry. The big time racketeer goes face. The 1/1 big time racketeer goes face. I would brew that back. And okay. Never mind. Yep.
What would you have done?
So there, yeah, we just need to move faster on that play. So what I want to do there is brew that back, but Fallen Sun Cleric to make the trade.
Oh.
Yeah, because now I don't really mind if he heals it, but once again, I don't want to give him the option, and we're missing a 2/1 on the board, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, if the hell,
Bog Creeper, put him on 9.
yeah, that's it. But yeah, so from now on, like if we need to just move, just like basically like if I say to do something, like we just need to do it, you know? And
Oh,
get
nice.
wrecked.
Yeah, sorry, I was moving a little slow. But like,
Sorry.
I had it stored in my mind. I just wanted to know what the rest of what you were saying was.
No, yeah, but like if I tell you
Yeah,
all at once,
it was my bad.
Yeah, yeah. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
So what do you like here?
I like the Frost Rider. Definitely nothing else, but I'm not sure if I want to toss the Frost Rider based off of you asking me to toss the hired gun before. But I think I'd still keep the Frost Rider here.
You keep the Frost Rider because when I told you to toss the hired gun, we were player 1, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a big difference with the coin here, and Frost Rider is also just better than hired
It's
gun as
better.
well. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely keep the Frost Rider, and we get rid of everything else.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Not a bad hand. Yeah. Okay.
Pass.
Pass.
I was
They-
actually listening to a podcast at the was it BlizzCon that just happened where they were playing against each other, but they weren't on a computer. They were on like a giant tablet. So like to like send a fireball face, it's like touch the fireball, drag around all the minions so it doesn't accidentally let go.
I know. It's terrible.
It sounded terrifying.
Well, I had one of my friends before. He was like, "Man, I hate this game." He's like, "I play it when I'm on like the exercise bike, and I just it's like he sweats onto the tablet,
Oh,
and then
no.
he like it messes him up, and he's moving at the same time as well." And I'm
In
just like,
face.
nice.
Youthful. You
Um,
want a coin Frost Rider?
Yeah, I think we should.
And then on turn 3, Grizzly, and turn 4, Fallen Sun and Brew?
Probably, yeah. I think with this deck, we just want to get an advantage where we can get it. You know, one of the ways that we win with this deck is to get that early advantage, right? And yeah, we can putter out in the mid/late game, but if we get enough face damage and then we draw a Frostbolt, we just win. And that's been sort of
We
the
have
key.
drawn very few Frostbolts.
Yeah. Or you know, we just go until we get a Bone Mare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to Fallen Sun and Firefly?
Do you?
Yes?
Yeah, I do.
The sun has set for me.
It's pretty good.
Not
And
bad for turn 3.
not bad. And you know that if he pings here, there's a small chance. There's only a very low chance he's able to drop a 2. The only 2 cards that can be a 2-drop are the 2 cards to the right of his hand, right? Because he didn't play a 2-drop. He just pinged face.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Okay. So he got something that.
Huh.
All right.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, that was a turn 4.
It was.
So I want to Youthful Brew the 1/1 and play the. I don't like Arcanosmith, and the brewing the elemental gets more tempo on board.
Yeah, you could also think about bringing back the 5/1. That is a possibility, right?
It's a possibility.
What to do?
Do you think it's better?
What to do?
It's hard. It's tough to sort of see here. Yeah, I think you should. I think you're just playing for value here. So
Brew the Frost.
yeah, the Frost.
1/2 over a ping.
Yeah, 1/2 over a ping. Because we're not rushing this guy down. You're just playing for pure value now. Let's grab this guy back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we could ping, send in the 1/1 and the Youthful Brew, and play the Frost Rider again.
Yeah, I like that. And then you're not attacking with the 1/2, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yep. And this is, yeah, it's already paying off us bringing back this Frost Rider. You know,
It's a whole 1/1 of stats.
Yeah. Because in this game, the way our hand is going, like, we're not killing this guy for many, many turns. Oh, it ate a polymorph. Oh,
Our Youthful Brewmaster ate a polymorph.
So good,
Do you want a Grizzly counterspell here?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's just a good turn to set it up, right? Arcanosmith, it's like, what are we taunting for?
Wait. Let's mind game him. Nah, you know what? Fine.
I don't know if that's exactly a mind game, but okay. It certainly confused me, and I can see your cards. So, you know.
Boom.
That's a good thing to
Sort of.
counterspell. That is a good counterspell right there. Alright?
So, ping, trade in the elemental, play the Psychotron.
Yeah, nice.
17-dimensional chess, Merps.
I mean, it was so good. I couldn't wrap my head around it, you know? It was just way too good. Oh. Hello.
And Scottish. He likes his sheep.
Oh boy.
So my instinctual play would be Racketeer, ping, trade in the bear, versus playing the horror. I don't like playing the horror on this turn.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But you want to explain why you don't like it?
I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. I can't verbalize that.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, let's play the big time Racketeer. And let's ping and trade. Yeah. And I think part of the reason is like, man, this guy's been pretty liberal with his removals.
Yeah.
Let's just get like the extra 1/1 here is kind of you know, it makes a difference, right? And really, what is the difference between a 6/6 and a 6/10 for now? In terms of removals, like, do we think he has a fireball? I don't think he's got a fireball. I don't think. Okay.
Okay. So, Breath of Cindergosa is good 75% of the time, and it lets us test for counterspell. Because I'm scared. It's probably spell-based or minion-based.
Yeah.
And if it's spell-based, I'd like to get it out of the way with
I'm
Breath
totally
of Cindergosa.
okay playing Breath of Cindergosa here. Yep.
First?
Yeah, first.
Okay. Alright. Good to know.
Nice.
So, At this point, I think I'm comfortable playing the horror.
Yeah, I think the horror is fine here. I want to see what this guy does.
Terror absolute.
Because we also have a lot of small cards, right? And yeah, it's just
Me and Mr.
okay.
Price.
That's fine.
Yeah, that is more than okay.
Let the pain
Wow.
speak to me.
So the first question is, are we meteoring this turn? And my answer is no.
Why is it no? There's a way that.
So if it's a meteor, the target would be what? The
So-
the 2/5?
Yeah, here's what I think you would do. 6/10 into the 2/4 Dragon League mechanic. I would do
Okay.
that. I would ping the 2/1.
Okay.
I would meteor the 2/5,
Okay.
and I would just go face.
We're so close to a clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the type of turn that sort of like I don't know what's right.
No, and it's one of those things where let's see what he does here.
Delicious.
Oh.
8, 16, 8 plus 6 is 14. We have lethal. Right?
Well, 14,
We have lethal.
18, yeah, kill him. Do it, kill him. Thanks for the attack, bro.
Squeaking that out. Well, not squeaking, but
Yeah.
thinking.
Because of like that reason, you probably just want to like use it right there, right? It
You asked for
keeps
it.
the board kind of clear, limits his options a lot.
Just toss the bone mare?
Yeah, I like it. Oh,
Yes.
not a bad hand, right?
Do you coin crab? Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You kind of have to, right, in order to follow it up with.
Yep.
Plus, it's a priest. You know, we want to get ahead, and here, because of the fallen sun, I don't want to say no matter what, but like almost no matter what, you're good.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, hit him, and then hit him to the
sun
face.
has set for me.
Oh, I was gonna pass.
So here you have a
Happy
3/4, 2/1. Good stuff.
The
Yeah.
Grizzly full trade. It's not counterspell and wasp.
Wasp. I mean, Wasp challenges his 4, right?
Mm.
So I think it's probably the Wasp here, because if you think about what happens, if he just plays a typical 4, your
Right.
3/1 and 3/3 just get dominated by that, right?
He plays a banshee, a 2/6 turtle.
Yeah, he plays a lot of things.
Do you full trade?
Yeah, well, it's not. Yeah, you kill that thing. You kill it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, if you just think about going into turn 4, what is better,
Yeah.
Wasp and 3/1 or a 3/3 and a 3/1, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
brought me back.
That's a pretty good wasp.
Yeah, it's a good Wasp, and it's one of the reasons we.
Banshee.
Yeah, Banshee.
You brought me back.
Feels good, man.
Feels good. And these are the small things, like, a lot of times when people play, they'll just be like, there's a Grizzly here, let me just play. Like, there's not much of a difference, but we definitely want to consider stuff like this.
So here we use the banshee to kill the thing, play the grizzly and ping face, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But don't care. Don't care. Care a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Ready, sir.
I like it.
So, put him on 11 and put another no. You ping the 4/4, put in the crab, play the banshee, and go face, right?
What to do?
Yeah,
Banshee, burning banshee. That's okay.
do it.
That's okay. Don't need to draw cards. That's okay. We weren't drawing that anyways.
Face, face.
Do we free trade with this?
I think you go face.
Face.
Yeah.
The place.
I think any sort of plays in which it's like if he buffs it, he buffs it. And see, that's from the top too. That's the most annoying thing. It's like you can be pretty sure that he doesn't. Oh,
Just if we play this meteor, we'll have one card in our deck. Or sorry, if we play this meteor and one other card, we will have one card in our deck.
well, why do you need other cards? Wait, Torjado, I don't really understand what you're saying by this. It's like you're acting as if this game will
Last that
go
long?
on. What?
How long will this go on?
Based upon how he played, it doesn't really seem like he has a bone mare. Now he top decked that bone mare, and it's like, all right, well, what do you
What's the line from the Smork song? Turn 7 lethal?
You win.
Yeah. I don't understand. It's like you're acting as if we need cards. Like we don't need cards. What? You're being silly, man. You're so silly. Anyways.
2/4/4, pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's fine. So, if we're doing this, you
Yeah.
also want to consider: do you keep the volcanic potion? Right? Because number one, it is a shaman. Number two, if you have your curve, like, what are you looking for on top of that? You're looking for a safety net, right? You're looking for the oh shit card. It's like my plan of the 2/4/4 isn't working out. I need something here. So I think you just keep this entire hand.
I would not have kept the volcanic potion.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
totally see why. But, you want to think about, well, okay, if you keep the 2/4/4,
If you have curve, then you need the oh shit button.
yeah, exactly. Like, what am I hoping to get now, right? And it's like,
Pass.
yeah, pass. Yeah. So in that case, like, well, I have my curve. Like, what am I looking for? Yeah, I want a volcanic potion.
The 2-drop.
Yep. Nice. Draw your counter spell. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good.
For the crusade!
So I'm just mentally trying to evaluate the ping coin crab,
Mm-hmm.
and
I wonder.
is that better than like a water alley?
Well, you also have other options, right? Not just the crab or just the water alley.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Why not Stonehill?
Oh,
Stonehill's kind of perfect here, right?
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. Let's Stonehill. Let's get that Lich King that you took. What the no!
Sorry.
Someone's out on me.
Psychotron?
Yeah, Psychotron.
Horrors.
No, it's like right now, I don't think we're getting great value off of the Cyclopean Horror, just based on the position that we're in, you know?
I think I want to get a 4-drop out on the board this turn.
Okay, which one?
I think it's the Banshee because of the Twilight Drag.
Yes, definitely, the Banshee. Now, what are you doing with the rest of your turn? What are you doing with your attacks?
The 1/4 obviously pops the bubble.
Yes.
I think I killed the Scarlet Crusader.
I think so as well. We want to limit his options. It's like, that's what he probably does anyways. That's sort of like the best case scenario for us. So if that's it, then why aren't we doing it, right?
Right.
So yeah.
block. Yeah, I want a Psychotron, so...
Well, alright, so here's the thing with Psychotron, right? Okay, look, we have quite a few options. Psychotron, which is the Divine Shield 3/4. You could also second-rate Bruiser, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second-rate Bruiser, what it additionally does is it doesn't lock you into the Volcanic Potion as much. You could also Water Ellie to put it out there, but I would just second-rate Bruiser here.
Alright.
Because we're dealing with small percentage points here, but if you play this, you open up the percent chance by however much that you know you're not like necessarily. Okay. Yep. Now you don't have to Volcanic Potion here.
Right. So I like initially the idea of Ping and Serenite, which also gives us the biggest chance of dropping our Bone Mare. We definitely Ping, right?
What to do?
You have to ping. That is true.
Would you go with the Water Elemental instead of the Serenite?
It's tough here.
I
It's pretty tough. I'd probably just go with the Saronite. Yeah, it's
Alright.
a little bit safer. You know, we're trying to make all these safe plays. It's really like it took a while for me to really decide. I'm like, all right, Water Ellie versus this. Water Ellie is still a little easier to remove.
We Bone Mare. What's the alternative to Bone Mare?
You could do some fancy stuff, but it's not like that's not. Let's.
Oh, what? Come on, mental arithmetic. Let's go.
I mean, you could do that, but I mean, are you seeing anything?
What
There you
to
go.
do?
This is also something I warn against with people. It's just like, let's not try to create plays where there are none. It's like,
Well, like you could do a Volcanic Frostbolt Ping thing, but then you're removing a lot of your non-board initiative.
yeah. It's like, I always warn people against, like, overthinking as well as not considering the plays, right? Like, we always want to try to get the perfect amount of consideration here. All right, that's fine.
Like I try to start every turn by saying my instinctual last minute play would be this if we're roping.
Yeah.
We're more threatened by the Manatide at the moment.
Yeah, we are.
I want to ping the 5/1. Would you want a Volcanic Potion and ping here and play a 3-drop? Or we could Frostbolt the Manatide and ping the 5/1. I think I think I want to use the Volcanic here.
You don't really need to Volcanic, right?
Okay.
Like, it's like what? Even if you Volcanic, you're not getting
Okay,
rid of everything.
rope.
So I would Frostbolt the mana.
Yep.
Yeah, and then ping the 5/1.
Yep.
And then just drop the Water Alley.
Yep.
So now, like if he wants to taunt, if he wants to do this, you still have a way of getting rid of that thing, right? Like now is when you play the Volcanic Potion.
Volcanic Potion. Ping the Flame Elemental.
Yeah. So there's an alternative play here that I see, and it requires some faith. But I'm wondering
Okay.
if you see it.
Time runs out of
Okay.
So Psychotron, Ice Walker, ping the Stega, the 4/6, ping the 4/6.
Okay.
And then just hang out. Just hang out.
Why?
You see what he does here, right? And you want to set up a better Volcanic Potion. We don't want to use Volcanic Potion there because it actually does not do a lot.
Okay.
And then you do this, like what does he do? He could like use his initiative to
Sure.
hit into the shield. It doesn't really do anything.
No, okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, like that's fine. Yep. Okay.
This is a pretty good volcanic now.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
So we volcanic, ping the 5.
Okay,
What?
let's volcanic first, just to see how
Sure.
things shake out. Okay.
We ping the 5-1, or oh.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind losing the Ice Walker, yeah, ping the Flame Tongue.
Yes.
Water Ellie in,
Yes. Water alley in.
kill it.
Yep.
Wasp and Crab.
You don't really need to wasp.
Wasp and
Crap.
Counterspell.
Yes. So, once again, we identified that Volcanic Potion was not so good that turn. Is there a setup in order to make it a good turn? Right? And yeah, there definitely is. And by doing that, it's like, what can he really do against that play, right? Not that much. Okay.
Oh, he was playing around a mirror image with the Bomb Squad.
Yep. He definitely was.
He's still got a card from turn 0. That scares me.
Yeah.
but- I think we Eldritch Horror here, right?
Yeah, you Eldritch Horror here.
Do you kill the Worgen Greaser?
Yeah, you have to.
Terror absolute.
Ping the 1-1?
Yeah, you pay the. Look, your Wasp took a 4-drop, right?
Yeah.
It's fine.
We got a Counterspell up to protect this thing.
It's now vaporized, dude.
It's a ice block.
Yep.
Do we play out everything? Kill the Blaze Caller?
Well, let's think about. All right, you have certain tools in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Both of you guys are on high health. You have a counter spell up. Sort of, what's your game plan here? Like, that's the question we always want to ask. Like, going into every single turn, what can this guy do?
So you want to brew back the horror?
I mean, give me your plays here.
Well, I think we both agree the thing always kills the Blaze Caller, right?
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, I was thinking of playing the Grizzly, playing the Crawler, playing a Firefly, brewing back like a Firefly, and just going out like that.
So I think here, because the 610 is in danger, we do brew it back. I would
play
brew
it again?
back, and yeah, I would just play it again. You know, it's something that we can get it out.
2
and-
mana, heal 6.
Yeah. I would just get it.
Big
yeah,
boy.
Okay. This is.
Meteor would be good right around now.
Oh yeah.
Engaging TC-130 until
Yeah.
there's no taker.
Oh yeah. Just meteor off the top. Thank you very much. Okay. Ooh, popcorn.
Well, we're definitely playing our minions, right?
Sure, but what else are you doing?
I mean, we kill the Earth Ellie, right? Or
You kill the Earth Ellie. So in order to do
Yeah.
that, we need the Frostbolt, right?
right?
Okay, let's do that.
Ping of the 1/1.
Yep, let's ping the 1/1.
Play stuff.
Everything.
He already used his MTT.
lot of big stuff to draw into.
The card is on his left. Is that still the 1/1 bone thing?
Yeah, he still has a bone thing.
Okay. That makes me feel better about card advantage.
Exactly.
A little bit.
Yeah. He doesn't have 2 real cards. Okay.
Play things.
Play things. You guys don't have to be quiet. It's fine.
Good, thank you.
Just a coaching session.
Very serious. Cannot disturb.
Huh?
Look at her medicine thing.
Oh my gosh.
They're all vitamins. She's like 105.
Crystal, how did you escape from the nursing home?
Oh my god.
What?
Dude, her like glasses are like bigger than 105 apparently. So.
Okay.
God, it's so funny.
Well, Keening Banshee happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we use the shield to kill the 6/5.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
So he's got like a quick. Okay.
Okay. Does he just not want to play the 1/1?
I have no idea. Just take a meteor here so we can just let. No.
Try again.
Let's go.
Don't need those. We only have 4 cards left. Oh god.
Yeah. So here is where you really have to start thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't think you can play cards here.
I agree.
Right.
So I think the 3/1 kills the 0/2.
Mm-hmm.
Banshee kills the 4/4
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Four cards left, man. Ah.
Oh, pretty useless.
Arcanosmith.
Yeah.
Do we buff something?
Because
Oh
you don't
God.
have to use meteor the next turn.
Right.
So you could buff the shield guy, and then ping the 3/3, right? Yeah.
I definitely agree with the ping. You want to buff the shield guy, right?
Yeah, I do.
The sun
Okay.
has set for me.
This is getting a little dicey.
It's still okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna run out of gas. So,
Okay. So,
2/1 kills the totem.
yes.
Ping and shield kills the 3/2.
Well, whoa, wait, what?
I think if we're meteoring, we're killing the 6/6. Oh,
Y-
3/2 kills her ping. Okay, yeah.
Wait, yeah, we're killing the O2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
There's no argument for the Racketeer, is there?
No, we just gotta use the meteor this turn.
Okay.
And so far, this is fine, because, look, we still have 2 cards left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have a significant advantage right now.
I'm almost out of cards.
Oh, he passes. So, I think we play both our cards, right? It's just
No, not necessarily.
you don't want to play the Frost Rider.
I mean, talk it out. What happens if you play it? What happens if you don't play it?
Well, I mean, if you play the Frost Rider, you lose 4 face.
Right?
But if we don't beat him this immediate next turn, which with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we can't beat him this next immediate turn, then the Frost Rider will get the 4 face back in, or potentially kill a minion.
I think what you want is the immediacy, and if you freeze and miss out on this damage, it's gonna
Okay.
be worse. So yeah, do this. Just play the big time, and just ping face.
Oh wait, this actually does set up lethal. I did my math wrong. I thought we would have been off. Oh. So we lose.
It's good to see you again.
Boss Ben, thank you so much for 4 months. Haven't lost yet.
Okay, so, I mean, we always ping the 1/1. We can choose whether or not we trade. I don't think we do. Play the Frost Rider, play the Faceless.
Yeah, so you always have to play out, right? Yep, this.
Do we trade?
No,
Your
you don't
face?
trade because you just assumed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go face, and then you Frost Rider, and then you copy the full
All right. A little bit of RNGesus, guys. Just drop like a bunch of Snow Flipper Penguins.
Taunt is annoying.
Taunt is cheat. Bump it, go face.
Yeah, and then here. Okay, so here's where you want to start thinking or
Yeah.
start mathing it out, right? Essentially, is there advantage, disadvantage to like ping face versus doing this, doing that?
Always go face.
So, do you?
I think we have to kill the 2/1.
I think so. Yeah, I think you do it because of the chances of yeah.
God, Shaman RNG. Oh my god. We win! We win! Oh, that's incredible.
These are part of the percentage plays that we're talking about here, right? And is Volcano bad? Sure, Volcano is bad, but then, you know, he needs Volcano into other stuff as well. If you hold the 4/4 and if you just sort of math out how the turns go, you can see that, like, you're not just screwed by a Volcano. Like, you certainly have a chance after that because of where his HP is at that point.
Right. So, Frost Rider is our best 3-drop. The question is, do you want to only keep a 3-drop going first against a priest?
Do you?
At this point, I think no. But I'm like 45, 55.
I think you keep it. The 4/4 makes a huge difference. We didn't keep the hired gun because it's a 4/3. I would keep a 4/4 here.
Okay.
Yep.
Blessings to you. Hello.
Polite game 12. Diggy holes and all that.
Cool.
All right, we can ping. Do we youthful? We youthful.
Yeah, you
Do
youthful.
we ping?
You youthful.
Drink with me, friend.
What
Just-
about taking the advantage?
I mean, this is what we try to do, right?
Yeah.
We
What's that?
We must cleanse the
Okay.
Sunwell.
I think
Good.
we're so okay with this. Yeah.
This makes my decision a lot easier.
Mhm.
Ride the Polar Bear Express.
Okay.
So what do you want to do here? I think this is a very interesting turn.
My instinct is play the water alley and kill the 2/1. Ping, trade. Frostbolt.
I wonder.
I don't want to use the Frostbolt.
I don't think
So-
it's necessary here.
So I
agree.
want to play the Water Alley.
Yeah, and killing the 2/1 is smart. That's what we should do.
Okay.
It presents the most awkward trades for him,
Exactly.
right?
Because if we killed the Sun Cleric, he could use the 1/1.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't nothing but a
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
That's a pretty good target.
It's not bad, you know?
Frostbolt.
Well, what are
Ice
you doing with the
Walker.
rest of your turn?
We could Psychotron and kill the 1/1. Frostbolt, Arcane Intellect. I think I like Frost. Well, turn 6. What are we doing? Okay, Arcane Intellect.
So here, like, once again, you want to think, okay, well, we kind of have to play Arcane Intellect in order to,
Yeah.
like, get ahead at some point, right? Like, is this the turn? And I think it's fine. I think you just play the Arcane Intellect, like, here.
It's out on me.
Frostbolt.
You Frostbolt that thing, and then you kill off the 1/1.
Yep.
Because you could play the Cyclotron there and say, well, I have faith that this will work, but it's a little bit too susceptible to like quite a few play. Okay. Wait, how do you get that? Oh, that's from our deck. So that's a
Oracle?
counterspell. That's a counterspell, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Ping 2/2.
Yeah, I like it.
It's really nice knowing what their secret is.
It is.
Okay. Do you just drop the Stormwatcher to this board?
I think it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Do you bump anything?
I don't think you have to. You know, you are susceptible to MCT here, but I think you take that risk in order to slow down the trades on the board so you can accelerate next turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fresh from Kazakis.
Bump Ellie? No. Bumping Ellie is a worse play. You guys are too afraid of Bone Mare. And judging from the way this guy plays, like, you can tell how they play, what the percent chance that they have Bone Mare is.
I'm not
Okay. Oh, that's from the Oracle. Oh, he had 2 Oracles, right?
Yeah. So, remember, that is a counterspell.
Counterspell.
What to do?
I mean, we could use our Stormwatcher to bump each of them, each of the taunts, ping the Bruiser.
So here, look,
Yeah?
I like play. I'll just tell you what I would do because it's hard to
Sure.
explain. I would Breath of Syndragosa.
Sure, kill the secret.
Yep. That's fine. And then I would bump the 4/8 into the 4/5.
Yeah?
Yep. I would just ping. I would ping that thing.
Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah,
suggest.
and then
so far.
4/4, 4/4. Yep. 2/3.
Yeah.
This 3/5 into
Yep.
that Ice Walker and counterspell.
Ice Walker, counterspell. Okay, so I was with you up until the Ice Walker counterspell.
Yeah, and I just don't think I had enough time to explain. But
Sure.
let's
Yeah.
limit his options here because you're creating sort of a susceptible board, right? You're creating a susceptible board, and all right, fine. You had stuff again. I like it.
I want to Psychotron Banshee.
Okay, and then what do you want to do on top of that?
Well, if we have that sort of damage, I think we would go face with Psychotron Banshee.
I think you can protect the shield for a turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You brought me back.
It's just like being able to have the shield is quite important.
Okay.
Interesting.
Our cards aren't that great.
No, a lot of the good cards that we have are
Okay.
gone.
Do you Wasp and Banshee burn 6 cards?
Yep.
Okay. Thing face.
Okay.
Alright. Never needed any of those cards.
Nah. Useless. All useless, man.
Okay. Okay. You want a meteor?
Yeah, protects your 5/5. Gets
Okay.
face damage.
Do we go face with the Wasp?
I think you have to. And you want to, okay, you want to think for a sec. It's like, do you want
If we play the Firefly, we have 1 card left. We have a we have a Frostbolt left. I don't want to burn the Frostbolt.
Okay, I think that's fair. Don't play it. Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
We have a Frostbolt and a Stonehill. Oh god.
Okay. Still have the Stonehill. Still have the Faceless Manipulator.
We freeze the 7/2 and go face with everything.
Okay, so we obviously play everything out.
Yeah.
Let's just play everything.
So you're saying just let him run it into the taunt?
3. No. I just, like, you know, if we have to do stuff, we have to do it, and we have time to think, right? We have time to think. Do this, freeze that, and then we have a draw, because Faceless Manipulator, if we keep this alive, we can Faceless Manipulate it, right? To charge out and hit his face. So yeah, I think you freeze it and you just go face. We don't want to kill that. That's a great Faceless Manipulator target for us.
Would it be it unfreezes at the end of his turn, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Intense. Ugh, cheat. Okay, we got poison. Stonehill, see what's inside.
Yep.
Lich King came back. We can't play the Lich King though.
We can't.
So we're running the Wasp into the 5/8, right?
Yeah.
I want to freeze the 5/5.
Yeah, and then I think you just take the Lich King here,
Okay.
even though we can't do it this turn.
Freeze the 5/5.
Yeah, you freeze the 5/5.
Throw in an elemental.
Yeah, throw in an elemental.
We have a Frostbolt and a Faceless left.
Yeah.
Oh, Nelly. Frostbolt ping, Frostbolt ping, Frostbolt ping. Oh, 12 wins.
Get wrecked.
Got 12.
Got 12, man. Too easy.
Ah, man, that was amazing.
Not bad. Not bad. How's it feel, man?
Following up on Math and Carnage's coaching 12er.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Pretty good. Never went 0-3, unlike some other streamer that I know in coaching. So were you? I thought this was pretty successful. Certainly, I would.
No one expected that once we saw the draft.
Yeah, it was definitely a deck that had some awkwardness, right?
So the solution to Mage is to go face.
Well, also, I think this proves once and for all that discard doesn't matter with.
All right, let's go. Not bad, not bad.
Okay, not bad.
1 pack.
Cool.
A
Cool.
golden card.
Let's see what's inside of that pack, man.
All right. Let's go.
The Make Life Simple. Thank you so much for having a nice sub train. Appreciate all the subs, guys.
Glad I can get you a little subbage. All right, 40 dust, not bad.
Standard. So standard. Yeah. So, what did you think of this run in terms of
Man,
like?
I need to go back and rewatch the whole damn thing just so I have more than 90 seconds to process everything.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's definitely tough, and sometimes I'm going to the think tank as well, so we didn't have time to fully flesh it out. Also, I just have a tendency to talk too much. Natasha would agree with that.